What's up, everyone, and welcome to the show. And happy Christmas Eve. Hope everybody's doing well. Just want to make sure everything's working. Sorry for me hesitating for a second there. But yeah, it's going to be a fun show. Lisa and I will be hosting tonight. Just doing little, maybe doing some readings. Who knows? Hope everybody's keeping warm out there. I can't say the same for me out here, but I mean, it's freaking hot. So I don't mean to rub it in, but it's typical for us this time of year to get a little warm out here. There's been a few years where it's been 100 plus out here on the West Coast. So it's just that time of year for us. And unfortunately, hope everybody out there in the Midwest and East Coast are keeping warm. Sucks that you guys are getting this huge storm coming through. But anyway, without further ado, we're going to bring on Lisa.
What's back!
Bitches.
What's going on, everybody? Woo! You caught me singing before. Yeah,
oh,
so
she was
before I
fucking
go
out
live,
here.
I play my music and I jam and I like mine at full volume. So I was just, doing what I usually do, crochet, listen to my music, get myself centered. And he goes, "Can you hear me?" And I'm like, "I thought I just heard Rob." And then he's like, "Hello." And I'm like, "Oh, hi. I can hear you now." And I shut off my music.
It was loud. It was loud. I took a nap.
Louder the better.
Because I was up early this morning, so I took a little nap and woke up a few minutes before my nap, and then I started doing stuff after my alarm went off, and it was like 7:15. I was like, oh shit, I still got to take a shower and do other stuff. So even though I took a shower this morning, like I said, it was just really hot today, so I had to re-shower. But Anyway,
That's
so
the world's
tonight we're
smallest violins say my heart bleeds for you because you're hot. I had actually put
yeah,
sakis on for inside my house because it's cold.
yeah.
Okay, make sure
So
you like, share, follow, turn your notifications on. It's so important because we want everybody to know how we're the best. That's what we want everybody to know. We're the best.
yeah,
And
so
it's
tonight we're going to be so tonight we'll be doing a little bit of drinking. I'm not going to get toasted, but with me, who knows? Shit never goes as planned.
I'm not saying
So,
anything. Just not saying anything.
I got my vodka.
You know, when she breaks out the rubber glass, you know it's going to be fun. I am
So
at Fitchburg, Massachusetts. I'm a natural
I'm going to
born
pour
psychic
myself a
medium.
drink.
So boring. We got a ton of snow last night. A ton of snow. So all the snow that we had got washed away by the torrential windstorm of rain, basically a wall of water. And then it started snowing. And then it froze. And then I said, peace out. I'm taking my night meds and going to bed.
I just poured myself a drink, and the freaking smell of the vodka is like, damn.
Margaritas, ole! Anybody got guac? I forgot to get avocados at I ran to the store.
I have a brand new bottle of tequila, and I didn't even think about making margaritas.
Well, we should really do that. We should do that another night because, like, I still have to face my adult children in the morning who aren't here, but I'm sure that one of them's listening. Hey, Mama loves you. Bring your own takeout containers. I should say, return my containers so I can regift them back to you with more food.
Right?
Yeah, it's horrible here. Like I swear, Mother Nature needs meds. She should probably take some mood stabilizers because this weather's been a little wacky tobacky.
That's what I hear.
Ooh, amaretto cookies. I've never had. I'm sorry, amaretto Coke. I've never had amaretto other than in cookies. Is what I was trying to say. But I've had. You know what I like is
The
they're
what?
anise. ANISE. They're Italian
Yeah,
ones.
yeah,
So good. I think
yeah.
it's the same thing with Uzo. Is it not?
No,
It tastes like.
Uzo tastes like black licorice.
Yeah, that's what these cookies taste like, and they're Christmas cookies. If you're Italian, you've had to roll about 1,000 of them. We're not Italian. I still had to roll about 1,000 of them. I don't make them for the house. They're not that popular. My house is the historic sugar cookie recipe, and I didn't make those either.
Monster and vodka. No, Red Bull and vodka. I like Red Bull and vodka, or Red Bull and Jaeger.
Have you seen the guys on TikTok where they come out with these crazy ass drinks? Like, I mean, they're mixing stuff. So they mixed orange juice. What was the red stuff that they mixed it with? Strawberry syrup, like you make the milkshakes, the strawberry syrup. And they put one pet. First he tried it with tequila, then he tried it with vodka. He said it was better with the vodka than the tequila. But it didn't look normal. But it supposedly tastes like Skittles.
Okay. If you mix Dr. Pepper.
Okay, wait, let me write this down.
If you want to make a milkshake or a float, if you get Dr. Pepper and coffee ice cream, it tastes just like amaretto.
Okay, it tastes like amaretto. Ever have a beer milkshake? A beer milkshake? Anybody? So you're supposed to take Budweiser and put a scoop of vanilla. It's not bad, but listen, I wouldn't recommend that in the summertime because that's a heavy drink. Like that's going to sit there for a while before it absorbs into your belly. I'm just saying.
No, I mean if you get Guinness and vanilla ice cream, supposedly it's really good.
Have I had Guinness? What's
Guinness is really dark. It's a dark beer.
Oh no, I have not had. I've looked at it and then lost my courage to drink it, but I haven't drank it. And then there's something called a car bomb or something. You're supposed to drop it in.
Car bomb.
Yeah, I never had one of those either.
It's beer and a shot of Jameson.
Jameson. Yeah, we're talking some Irish treat there.
I
You
don't
know
like
you're in a
whiskey,
real
but
Irish household if they got the Jameson. Or for me, my kids are always like, when are we gonna crack that bottle of tequila? Because it's like it's crystal, it's got all these designs in it, like
right.
one of those crystal chandeliers thing. And I go,
Yeah.
never, and they go, never. I go, I love you, but I don't love you that much to share. So if I do, I wouldn't say anything and I just put the cap back on and fill it with water.
All right. Cheers.
Uh,
And there's
Everybody,
no keyword. I mean, there's no like drink word. We're not fucking doing that tonight. Sorry.
a drink. Oh, okay. We'll have to do that some other night.
Because
So,
before we're doing
anyways, if you brought a cocky tail, cheers, Merry Christmas, and everybody at you all together, Happy birthday, Jesus.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. Ooh, I probably should have mixed that with something, huh? Oh
No, you
well,
don't have to
a
make.
little late now. Ooh, ooh.
All right. Coffee, drink. I mean, whatever.
You'll be able to
Drink.
tell when I get really, really happy because these cheeks get really red.
Oh, and by the way, I haven't eaten. Well, I had a half a burrito at 10 o'clock this morning, so that's all
I
I've
had a,
had.
I had a really
So,
big bowl of spaghetti. It's carb night and my chemo night, so I took my chemo med, so I'm having a good cocktail.
so
Merry
yeah,
Christmas.
I might get a little tipsy. And you guys know when I mix my vodka with my tonic, it's more vodka than
What's
tonic.
tonic? Is that the same thing as soda?
No, it's
Like
different.
we used to call like a Coca-Cola tonic. But then come to find out when you say tonic in Florida, they give you Alka-Seltzer. It's not the same thing.
So basically, tonic is it's carbonated. Um, it's just
It's the water
carbonated.
that has the funky taste in it, right?
Yes.
Yeah, it's got the funky taste in it.
Club soda
No,
is
thank you.
different. No, club soda is nasty.
Well, one of them is supposed to have something in it that's supposed to help you not get leg cramps. Listen, I'm sure if I lick the bottom of a barrel after a concert, I'd probably get the cure for cancer, but I'm not doing that either. I'm just saying, there's limits.
Right? No key. There's no drink word tonight. No drink word. And Carl,
Oh,
yeah, I mean,
what's that word? Quinine? Oh, Karen, quinine. I like that word.
no, there's no drink word tonight.
I'll pressure him
We're
into
just
doing
here to
it.
have fun, but when
I'm
I
already having fun.
start drinking, I mean, this is like truth serum for me. I mean, people start asking questions, I just blurt out whatever.
I'm gonna get the giggles early.
I'm not an angry drunk. Everybody has seen me drunk, so
I'm not an angry drunk. I'm a giggly drunk. Giggles to the nines. Giggles. Okay, so where's everybody watching from? Are we all done? Oh, Debbie, it's for my rheumatoid arthritis. I've been taking it for the last 8 years. It just
well,
makes your hair get a little thinner up at the top, but it's okay, honey. I'm good with
Deb and
it.
Carl,
Debbie Bark.
Merry Christmas. It's already Christmas there in Australia.
Oh, that's right. Merry Christmas. Ho, ho, ho. Hope you got everything you wanted from Santa. And if not, well, there's always the after Christmas sale.
We'll say Merry Christmas to everybody on the East Coast in about 45 minutes. 48 minutes.
Sounds like a plan.
I don't know how long we'll go on. Shit, with me drinking, who knows?
I have to stop just shy of not being able to crawl up my stairs. Like I say, I'm going to work, and my husband's coming as well. Tough commute.
Yeah.
Yes. It is when you have Rita.
Yeah,
I do have 2 other puppies, but Rita, I know she only 4 pounds, man, but she bossy. She throws hands. I got a nice friendly dog.
You're watching on TV, Julie. Wow.
You're watching us on TV? Hold on. Am I too close?
Are you imitating somebody that we know?
No. I do not do vaginal monologues. I don't. And my mother raised me right, so I wear undies.
When you're up close
Well,
on camera?
granny panties, I think, qualify as undies. Anything other than that's really girly underwear, I think those qualify as panties.
Probably.
Something like
Come
that.
on, just put your face right up against your camera. Come on. Just do it once.
I don't fall for peer pressure, okay? You know how many pillows
That's
I
how
had
you do it.
behind me so I could reach the edge of the couch. So I put my feet down.
So are you like those people that sit on a pillow when you drive so you can reach the pedals and you can see over the
No,
windshield or
I
the
have a
dashboard?
modern day car. My horse and carriage is out of service. I have a real car and it moves it all the way to the front. But when my husband or my son has borrowed my car, I'm like way back, so you have to hit the button. And my kids are like,
Right.
do you need a couple quarters for that ride? Because it takes me forever to get the seat way up.
You know, it's funny in my car, I lower the seat all the way to where it's basically on the floor. So sometimes when I turn in a curb, I have to look up over the
Why
over
do
the
you
hood.
guys like it so low on the floor though? Why do you have to be down like this with your steering wheel here? The rest of
My
us want
hood,
to be up where we can see people. I like to see my
but
gas gauge to tell me if I'm empty.
I know, but my hood is like so tall. It's like I don't know. It's just it's
Carl, you going to
comfortable.
the pub? Carl, have a drink for me. Cheers.
Cheers, Carl. I gotta like I gotta
Oh,
drink.
did you
I'm
know
gonna
that it
nurse.
started? It started at 8 o'clock. They're playing a Christmas story around the clock. It started at 8 p.m.
Oh, nice. Did you watch the
Shoot your
new
eye out,
Christmas
kid.
story? Did you watch the new one?
No, what I was watching before I came downstairs was FX, the FX version of A Christmas Carol. Now,
Oh, okay.
I'm sure if I didn't watch that scary movie earlier this afternoon called Brimstone, I'm sure I'd be going, oh, wow, that's a really good actor. But since I've seen him in Brimstone earlier in the day where he was a creepy pedophile, I'm kind of like, I don't think so.
Yeah, I gotta watch out.
I don't think it's appropriate tonight.
Yeah,
Kind
stay
of
away
like
from
Dumber.
the.
I only got like 4 or 5 episodes in, and then it's like I can't. It's too dark. I need like gospel music or something just to get me out of that funk. It was just really dark, and it wasn't even the parts where he killed anybody that we knew about. It was the darkness that I could see, and I swear that actor must have not been paid enough because he put himself like I do when I have to remote view or when I'm working on a missing person case or a serial case. I put myself in the killer's position. You got to be careful. Sometimes you absorb too much and then you might pick up some things. I'm pretty sure that this guy now has a dark side.
Yeah.
Tomorrow
Wait a
is
minute.
Boxing Day. Cricket.
Yeah. Wait, no, cricket. Yeah. What the hell is boxing cricket? Boxing. Yeah. Boxing Day cricket.
Okay, isn't cricket like
Cricket.
baseball? It's
Mm,
baseball, right? It's the one that you hit it like this, or is it the one that you hit the little mallet?
no, that's cricket. It's
Mallet's the
like
cricket, or the
it's like baseball.
yeah. Okay, I know. What's the other one called?
Croquet.
Oh, similar, same difference, whatever.
Cricket is
Yeah.
big in
No,
India.
actually, yeah, but it's India and England. But I guess it's having a resurgence here on the East Coast because I've seen a lot of cricket games take place on a Sunday afternoon, not during the snow, but during a warmer time. Test match tomorrow, nothing alike like base. No, the rules are different, but for all intents and purposes, it's a bat and a ball, right?
I don't
Very
know what.
slow play, meticulous baseball. So what she's trying to say is it dries like paint, which is American baseball. I'm a hockey chick. Baseball, I consider that like a 2-3 hour nap. Wake me when it's over, or if my
No,
kids got hit.
golf. Golf is what you take a nap to.
Golf is frustrating to me because your competitor is yourself. So my whole thing is like, why are you mad because I'm cussing up a storm if I'm mad at myself? And he's like, you can't behave that way on the golf course. I'm like, did you not watch Happy Gilmore?
I do.
I'm Happy Gilmore. I don't
Yeah,
throw things. But
No,
I
I
get
cuss.
distracted by like, oh my God, look at the birds. Oh, look, somebody lost their ball. And my husband's just like, no, you can't do that. My younger son's like, I love golfing with mom.
Wait, what? Chess is chess with strategy? Okay.
I don't know how to
I
play chess.
I've never played. I mean, I don't. I've
Wait,
never.
wait, Rob, hold up. We're going to Rachel's. I got a party of 12 coming for dinner, a taco bar and nacho fountain on fine china. Let's
I saw.
go.
I saw your setup the other day. You posted it. It looked pretty freaking amazing. That
That's what
nacho.
I want to do for our February birthdays because so I'm the second. My daughter-in-law is 2 days after me. Then my
So,
husband's is the following week. So we should just have one big party, cover the farm table in foil, and just put all sorts of really good food on there
so you're an Aquarius.
all day.
I didn't know that. So am I.
I know. You should know that. Maybe if you were sober, you'd know that.
Maybe I was sober.
Because SK Pierce Mansion, I sang you happy birthday.
I just probably was
Mm,
drunk.
mm, mm, mm.
Like tonight, I'll probably be drunk.
I like to say this because I had a few sips of alcohol, but it's not. It's just how I am when I listen to my music. Oh.
And this wasn't planned, really. I mean, it's we
Mm,
said that we'll have a drink or two, but
mm, mm, mm. Amy has a party of 10 coming, just dinner and presents at Gamey's house. Gamey's house, Gamey's house. Oh, I don't have a Gamey's house yet. Well, I have fur babies that are my grandbabies who can't wait to come. Just me, myself, and I. Hey, that's a song. Do, 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 do. Never mind.
I would play music, but we'll get banned.
I can
I
sing the
see.
song that I created for my kids when they were small about meatballs. No takers? Shucks.
I got a big
Okay,
ass roast I have to throw in the oven.
so what traditional thing do you do on Christmas Eve, if anything, is my question for you, Rob, as well as our clientele
Oh,
here in the
all I
comments.
have to do is open the door and listen to all the damn Mexicans partying outside. Because
Arriba!
Mexican tradition is everybody celebrates during the day, and then at midnight, that's
Isn't it Noche Bueno? Or is that it? Good night?
no,
Moche, I think it's yeah, it is. It's Noche Bueno, I believe.
I don't know. They do like a procession and go from house to house. It's kind of
Yeah.
they.
So from what I understand, because I was watching this woman make a really killer cake earlier today, it's called Noche Bueno, and it's still a big thing, if not bigger here.
I
My
don't
only
know.
two, some people do the Feast of the Seven Fishes, which, in case you didn't notice that, it's because they serve 7 fish dishes. I'm just letting you know. That seems a little too
No,
much for me.
yeah, no, thank you.
Our used to be tradition was the kids got to open up their jammies first. Now I'm just come as you are. My
Never
son's
like.
like, I'll come naked. I'm like, whatever.
I never
Gonna be
liked
kind of
opening
cold out. You don't like those?
Christmas Eve. No, not on Christmas Eve.
Okay, so we used to do this thing for my sons when they were really small. Is we used to drive them all around the highway near an airport. Follow me along
Mm.
because you can see Logan from the beach. And isn't it convenient that Santa drives a sleigh that can be seen in the sky like an airplane? Follow along
Hmm.
here. So we were chasing Santa all night till they fell
Wow,
asleep. You go home and then you just remove them from the car, put them in bed, and go to sleep.
that's cool. You know
It's a
what's cool
little
is
hard now though
when
because
you
the
fly out of
puppies.
Logan. When you fly out of Logan, there's all these like shapes in the bay. It's kind of
It's called houses. No, I'm just kidding.
no, but they're like stars, and it might be. I don't know. It's just you might know
You
more
mean the
about it.
lights? The lights in the harbor?
It might have been like maybe the lighthouse.
Okay. Yeah, sometimes they decorate the lighthouse.
I don't know. It's kind of cool.
Debbie, I
Logan,
say that because in Logan Airport, literally, you are surrounded with maybe a house every 100 feet. So when they take off, literally, East Boston goes, oh, Schneike's another one. Ooh, Schneike's another one.
Yeah, you fly right over the bay and the houses.
I'm gonna say like you could probably remove the snow off people's roofs. That's how close
Yeah.
it gets. I'm just saying. Up here, though, it's mostly woods, and I can still see the plains, but it's not as bad because I have Fitchburg Airport.
Yeah, Logan's kind of a trippy airport. What happened to my background?
Like you gotta have like some really brave cojones to be a pilot in Boston because it's tight.
There
It's
it is.
tight.
Sorry,
Did you?
guys. Forgot to
I
put
didn't.
that up.
I didn't hit nothing. Wasn't me.
I did.
Wasn't me.
It was me.
The local fire brigade. What is a brigade? Comes around with Santa for the toys for the kids. What is a brigade? What does that mean?
It's just like a firehouse because there's like so
No,
many
no, no,
trucks.
no. I know what a firehouse is. I know what a fire truck is. What does the word brigade means? I've heard
It's
it
a
4
full crew.
times in this month alone.
It's a full crew.
I know the brig is like the prison, but I don't think we're talking about the same
No,
thing.
no, it's a full crew
I'm
because there's
Googling it.
different. Yeah, go ahead. But
Brigade.
it's totally different than being in San Francisco when you hear the naked bike brigade coming through. It's all these naked people riding around on bicycles.
It's a noun. It means a subdivision of an army, typically consisting of a small number of infantry, battalions, and other units forming a part of a division.
Yeah,
It's
but it's
in
a
a verb, and a verb is form into a brigade. The militia, which the brigaded, brigaded, huh?
yeah because they have like a crew.
Brigaded with regular formations to improve training. That's
Yeah,
not because I'm drinking. I really don't know how to say that word. All right, interesting.
yeah. So like
Learn something new every day.
it's like hook and ladder, and then there's squad, and then there's the fire trucks. That's the full crew. That's the brigade, because they don't normally dispatch like hook and ladder for like
Do
anything.
any of the fire departments still use dogs on their fire engines? Or has PETA got after them for animal abuse because they let them fly up there and listen to loud
Yeah,
noises?
I haven't seen any dogs in firehouse in years.
I wonder what they do
Anyway,
with firehouses afterwards since they closed so many. I wonder if they can sell them for apartments because I'm thinking that'd be like a dream place to live for a boy or a kid right up and down the pole. Or do they take the pole with them?
no, no clue. No
I
clue.
don't have a clue either. No, Patricia, a group of firemen are called My Lucky Night. If a group of firemen show up, it's my lucky night. It means I'm probably making lasagna. Not here, no animals in fire crews. Okay. Yeah. What kid doesn't like to pull the siren thing?
Don't know.
Do you guys do stockings? Does everybody do Christmas stockings, or we just bypass that and do the presents? We do stockings still.
No,
We get
stockings are like my favorite part, because you never know what's going to be in your stocking. We
right.
still do stocking as a family.
We do stockings, and then when they were turned 13, everybody had to contribute something to the stocking, so that way there's an element of surprise. It usually requires we get a scratch ticket. You always get a piece of fruit, whether it be an orange or an apple. I always get them the giant gingerbread men.
Hmm.
What are they, like the candy orange? Do you remember them? You used to have to whack it really hard in order to open it.
Yeah,
I could never get the things to shatter. So it was like, give me a hammer. My kid's like, you can't, Mom. I'll get it open. Yeah, chocolate chip cookies coming up.
I like the raspberry one because the raspberry and the dark
They
chocolate.
raspberry?
Yeah, that's the best.
Really? I'm not a chocolate fan, but I'm big on caramel. I love caramel, and making
The
homemade caramel
raspberry.
popcorn could be a possibility tomorrow. I don't do the cooking per se because my husband enjoys doing that because he's a licensed chef, but he doesn't do that for a living anymore. So I let him do the cooking, and
All
then
right,
my kids
Carl,
are like,
if you're still here, Carl, I'm getting a little buzz.
oh, Lord help us. Mm-hmm.
Like I said, I haven't eaten.
Dude, welcome to my world. No, but I ate early. I ate around 4 o'clock. So for you, that would be 7 p.m. He goes, "Oh, see you at 8." And I'm looking at my clock and it says 7:12. I'm like, "Are you kidding me?" I go, "You mean 8 your time, right?" He's like, "Yeah." I go, "So that'd be 11 my time?" For those of you that thought that he and I worked in the same building or that he was at the end of the hall, like some people have suggested, when he's not, the only thing at the end of my hall is my yarn room. No
I'm
lie.
gonna,
Those that know me and that have gotten a glimpse of my yarn room, nah, you know why that's a yarn room.
I'm going to say something. So yeah, it was yesterday. My nephew he runs around just in his
My butt's not cold, Rachel. It's warm.
he runs around in his PJs and no shirt on. And I just looked at him. I was like laughing, and he said, "What?" I said, "Dude, look, I'm as skinny as you are." And I lift up my shirt, and he's like, "Well," he's like,
How
"You're
are they?
just."
How are they PJs if they don't have a top?
He doesn't wear
Just
his
saying.
PJ. He doesn't wear his
Okay, so we
PJ.
wore pajama bottoms.
Yeah, his PJ bottoms, and he's running
Yeah.
around, shirtless. And I lift up my shirt. He's like, "Whoa."
Listen, what you people do choose to do in your own home is up to you.
No, it was just funny because I said, "Andrew, look, I'm as skinny as you are." And I lifted up my shirt. And he's like, "Whoa." And he's like, "You're getting a six pack." And I started laughing.
I got a 1-pack maybe. Oh, well, that's the side that I had a broken rib on. So yeah, maybe not. Ice cube cold cheeks. Yeah. Rink people. Yeah, we're used to having cold bums. We don't usually, you'll notice that a lot of moms don't drink anything while they're at a hot because they don't turn the heat on in the bathrooms. Cool name for a character, PJ Bottoms. Good one, Dab. We can do a
Is
we can do a
is that
children's
like
book.
assless chaps? Is that like assless chaps?
You know I'm gonna go buy those, right? The ones with the sequins on them that
No,
Dusty sent
yeah,
us.
you
Oh
have
my
to,
god. I have a matching shirt. I have to have those.
no, you get the old time um I guess pajamas that have the buttons in the back and then it's like a flap, so you have a
I've
little
seen
window.
way too many of those that people have worn out lately, and I think they seem to forget that they're pajamas or underwear. So technically, if you can wear
Right?
them out, you should probably have something underneath those. Just
They're basically underwear. That's what they
right.
were.
But if you're going to wear them out, I would think you'd want to put something under them because not when they've been drinking, they might forget to put a button up or something. You know what I'm saying? I have a hot neighbor. Hold on. Shh. I have a hot neighbor that likes to shovel snow in his long johns. It's a great show. Can you take a video? I'm asking for a friend. I'd like to see that. Oh, they sound like gay boy jibbies.
That's exactly right.
Oh, yeah, the old fashioned red long underwear. Do you know they were $55 at the store?
Are you serious? Holy fuck.
Dude, I wish I could make that shit up.
You can't make that shit up.
No. And that was at Tractor and Supply. So they were the good ones. They weren't those flimsy ones. These are the ones like that they originally made.
They're
Kind of
called
like
the
when you go
Uni.
to make a, yeah, kind of like when you go to make a sock monkey, you want the sock used for the sock monkey. It has to be a specific brand.
Hmm.
Listen, they used to be really cute, but then as we get older as females, we realize, oh my God, we have to zip so they're not cute. Like jumpsuits that were back big in the 80s, like end of the 80s. Yeah, they're not so cute anymore. You still have to wear something
Rachel,
underneath.
Rachel says he's a big buff farm boy.
Okay, definitely. Because did anybody see that thing on TikTok? Yeah, because this is what I do. I play stuff in the background. There was the firemen that do all that dancing and stuff. Well, they did a Christmas thing.
Hmm.
I must have sent it to everybody. I might probably send it to you too, Rob, just because I was like, ding, ding, ding.
Probably there was some videos in there, and I did not open them.
Hey, anybody have an
Also, yeah,
activity with their relatives coming to visit them recently? Deceased relatives visiting them or paranormal activity happening in their houses? Like messing with the lights, flicka. Although I had no power yesterday for a while.
no, but I've been getting a lot of premonitions lately, which
Yeah,
is
but
kind of
do you usually have premonitions around this time of year?
You know what? I don't get a lot of premonitions.
Well,
I'll be
I
honest.
get some premonitions for 2023, but I had a dream. Like I told you, I don't remember good dreams. I only remember the bad ones. My mother used to freak out when I had good dreams because it usually meant there was a death coming. And in this dream, some things are happening that I was like, wait, what? So that's the part that's going to stick with me. So I'm just saying, like, I can't. I think my husband will die if I bring home another puppy or kitty cat, but
Was it
whatever.
you and I that were talking about there's a huge event that's going to happen
Uh
soon?
huh.
I think it's a friend of mine.
I
We
believe
were
it's
talking
happening the end of January.
huge event coming, and it's going to affect everybody. I mean, and it's not a good thing. That's why I don't want to bring it up, but it's
Yeah,
scary.
Amy. Did it happen around like 7:30, 7:40 yesterday?
No, no, no. This happened a while ago. I'd say at least a couple of weeks ago. And I think that that's why everybody's energy is so fucked up right now.
I'm wondering why, because like I messed. So everybody, if you're not already aware, I'll tell you. I'm having shoulder surgery as soon as they give me the date. So it started off just being the socket. Now it's swelling all over here. As of 2 hours ago, now my wrist is swollen. So yeah, we're getting to the point where we're gonna have no other choice but to have it done.
Do you want me to just say what it is? What the premonition was? It's fucking scary. It's not, and it's
Dude,
something
I
that's
don't.
what I'm
It's
knowing that's gonna
Christmas Eve, Rob. Don't give them the
I know
Armageddon
that's
terror right now. No, we'll see. You know what? We'll save that for like next week. We'll do it sometime next week, just not on Christmas Eve. Like I want the kids and everything to be okay. I don't want them to wake up and find mom and dad passed out from drinking
well.
underneath the tree.
Here's the bad thing. I mean, it's just everybody's energy is so fucked up. I know I'm going to a dark place. I'm sorry, I'm being morbid, but
Okay, look at me. Look at me.
there's
Party, party, whoop, whoop. Party, party, whoop, whoop.
there's just so much fucked up energy right now. It's just really bad, and some things are being said because we're trying to, I guess, help whatever, but you know
Listen,
what
for
it,
years, we've been telling people make better choices, do better, spread positivity, pay positivity forward. Nobody's listening. The pandemic hit. Then for a moment, I thought, oh my God, maybe the world's going to start taking mental health illness more seriously, which will help in many other
but
situations because cause
I
and
think
effect.
that
But
that's
it's getting worse. We have another pandemic coming. Okay,
it's
but
really
I
bad.
think we really need to stop. Like those people, like yeah, people should start doing stuff, and you want to look at them like, what have you done to add positivity into the world? I try to be upbeat as much as I can. Not to say every day is like that, because there are some days where like I become dragon lady. That's when the door in my room closes because that's where I like to hibernate. But I think that those particularly that have a hard time during this time of the year, I think those of us that are more adapted to it need to make sure that our friends that go into their little darkness, that we be that light for them.
No, I absolutely agree. And sometimes you do things to help people, and people see it as a bad way or a bad thing, but it is what it is. I mean, trying to help people, comes in different forms.
Do you remember you remember Joni, right? White Buffalo.
Yeah.
She was in somebody T-boned her the other day in a parking lot, and she was picking glass out of her face. So if we could just extend a few prayers to Joni White Buffalo, because I know she's had quite a trying year with a lot of family losing a lot of family members between COVID and other things. And then this, I mean, we're talking like days before Christmas. It's a lot. It's a lot. So just send her some, like, send some positivity, some healing light her way. And really anybody that needs positivity and healing light, let's try to send them a little bit just to get them through this hump of the end of the year.
Well, Joni White Buffalo, like it was weird, really weird on how um her and I
I,
just like
I didn't
connected.
set I didn't
Really,
set that up. You know, I didn't. I had nothing to do with that.
I was like shocked when that happened. I mean, it was
But
like we instantly had like a bond, like,
were you
and
shocked? Like I was shocked when you showed up in my vision next to
yeah,
me and said,
I
"What's
mean,
the guy?" Okay, but that's because we're us three together. Can you imagine what we could do?
oh my God.
Just the three of us because we work on the same frequency. So for those of you that don't understand, like if you get 4 or 5 psychic mediums and you ask us to focus on something and do a remote viewing, we might be in different angles. But with Joni, I've noticed
And
that
it
it's like
might
we're
not
sitting
even
side
happen.
by side and we're looking at the same page and everything. And then we tried to match it up and tried to do it again with others. It wouldn't work. And then one night, Rob here, Mr. Hernandez, shows up in one of my things, and then he tells me, "Don't say anything." And I'm like, he goes, "What's the guy wearing for shoes next to you?" And I look over, I'm like, "Oh, sneakers." There's no sneakers in Gettysburg. Like, you scared the living piss out of me. I was like, "Oh my God."
But here's the funny thing is I don't even remember what shoes I had on because I do have
They
different
were
pairs of shoes.
sneakers. These were
And
sneakers. These were high tops, Nikes
no,
with the
they
swoosh.
were Converse. No, they were Converse high
They were
tops.
white. They were white.
But
Especially
see,
when the
and
ground was saturated in blood, that white stood out.
but the funny thing is like I don't even remember what shoes I put on because sometimes when I do the show I like to just dress comfort or I like to be comfortable.
I'm all
And
about
I
the
just
comfy.
I threw these shoes on just to because I want to be comfy. And when I went out there and then she told me, I didn't even remember what shoes I had on because, like I said, I just grabbed some shoes that I know are comfortable. There's a few pair that I do wear. I didn't even remember. She told me, and I looked down. I was like, "Holy crap!" I didn't even remember what shoes I had on. And when she described them, I was like, "Holy fuck!"
I think it started out that we both could taste the blood.
No, we could taste the smoke.
Was it the smoke?
It was the
Were,
smoke.
were we
There was
doing this?
gunfire.
Were we doing this for the Farnsworth, or was it somewhere near the Farnsworth? Because weren't they on location?
It was no, it was at the Farnsworth because where they were in where the fireplace was, and because remember there was somebody
Yeah.
that they came for, and there was males that were protecting the female, and they were coming for the female to take her away.
That I know where
And
that is. That's the room that I felt the vibrations on. Like when I was sitting there and nobody else could feel them, and I was looking around like, oh my God, when I was there and nobody else could feel the vibrations, I was like, okay, so something is really bad gonna happen.
so, and I don't I can't remote view on cube. I just can't do it. I mean, it's weird
It
when I remote view.
it takes practice though. With any abilities, it takes practice. Kind of like meditation. If you had asked me a couple of years ago meditation, I probably would have laughed at you because I try it, it wouldn't work. I try it, it wouldn't go right. And then when I stuck with it, I was like, I'm not going to do this for just 1 week and try it. I'm going to try it for 2 weeks and we'll see what happens. By the end of the 2 weeks, I got it. I got it. It really does work. You just have to keep plugging at it.
And I cannot meditate worth a shit. I have to get stoned. I mean, point. I'm gonna be
Legal in
100%.
California. It's legal in
So
Massachusetts, people.
I have to either smoke weed or take an Adderall for me to concentrate to put me in that frame of mind because I'm all over the place. I mean, I'm like squirrel, and but that's just how I am. I can't if I try to do it, I start my mind starts wandering or I start thinking of other things. I can't clear my mind to meditate, so
Can
I
you
have to get in
do
a focused state.
can you do clear writing, like auto writing?
I've never tried.
I found that I can't do it because I can't. And if I can't do it, I'm pretty sure you're going to be in the same situation. You can't let it go or get yourself comfortable or drop all your walls down low enough to just allow it to happen. It's
Yeah,
like you're fighting yourself because I just cannot for the life of me. And then it ends up turning into a doodle. So I don't know what we would call that, clear drawing instead. Like, I don't know.
but yeah, I mean to do automatic writing, I mean you have to be focused and just clear your mind. I can't do it. I mean
Yeah.
I would have to be stoned and maybe I could do it, but I've never tried it.
But
But
is this because all people that have abilities have some sort of trauma in their background?
yeah, I
Is
mean,
it the
I could,
trauma that makes us not trusting? Like that link that I sent you the other day, didn't that blow your mind?
yeah, I mean, oh my God, I was like, holy fuck. She was
I
like right
I don't even
on.
know where that turned up in my feed. I was like, wait, what?
That
Oh
was a
my God,
mind
that
fuck.
makes so much sense.
But you know, and it's like it's those people that come into your lives that all of a sudden you just have that instant connection with because of us um as being intuitive. It's like we focus in on them and we want to try to help them, and we're trying to fix them, and it's just weird on how we just concentrate all of our energy on them and everything else is just like wiped out. So all inhibitions are like gone and you're just focused in on that one person.
Do you
It's
remember
weird.
the questions that when you came on my show, I asked you a bunch of questions getting to know you, and I
Yeah,
asked you what your superpower was? Well, my superpower would have been to fix people. And people like, well, that's
that's
kind of
fine.
lame. That's kind of
But,
lame.
but
But
that's always my thing. But that's us
right.
being in.
But we
We
don't
want
want to fix
people.
people for our benefit. We just happen to see it so much in our life that hurt people go out and hurt happy people. Or they take regular people that are successful, not really mentally damaged in a way from trauma, and then they want to break them so that they have trauma. It's like not everybody needs to be miserable, and misery tends to like company. So
Yeah,
am I
but
surprised? No.
you just said a true statement, and it's like when I surround myself with people that suffer from that are not happy or they're
It's
have
draining.
some type of mental illness. It is very draining, but it's like I know this sounds sick, but it's very comforting.
Cathartic. Yeah, it's kind
It's
of
very
cathartic. Julie, don't you find it very draining? Okay, it says, I'm curious how you all met. Is Live Paranormal a group of paranormal people? Okay, so I'm better known as the Purple Dye, not your average medium, but a lot of my followers have abilities. So I'm almost like the psychic, if that makes sense. Because although we have abilities and we can help people, we can't read ourselves. And then if
yeah.
we go to somebody to be read, a lot of times they may not be able to read us. So I don't know why I can, and most people can't. But yeah, I'm sort of like the psychic, but almost everybody I meet for some reason, like I'm not everybody's cup of tea, but I'm somebody's cup of tea. And those people usually have abilities. So then if we're in a room, a chat room, which is kind of what this is, and people are our followers who are commenting have abilities. So it amplifies my abilities, it amplifies Rob's abilities, it
But
amplifies
see,
each one of your individuals' abilities. And then there's like an extra pillar of power source. So figure like a spotlight that you see, like when the fog, like that in the middle for all the excess energy to go to. So when you have more people together with abilities, you can get a lot more done, and everybody's sensitivity gets heightened even more.
so here's the thing. Like with me, I've always said, I've always denied my abilities. Let's just put it that way. And
True fact.
I've always said, I don't have any abilities, and I know that I'm sensitive in like when I go to locations, I can pick up on the energy. I could pick up, this place isn't haunted. This place is just full of bullshit.
Right. You sense
People
things.
are people are overhyping this location to make money off this location. It's not haunted, things like that.
Mm.
So, and I could feel that. Um, so I never said I had abilities. And then this year, my mentor for like 10 years now, she's like, Rob, one day you're going to wake up and you're going to totally like have your awakening. And she's like, I can't wait for that day to happen. And it happened this year. I wouldn't say like around May, maybe. I think it was around May. I totally had my
All right.
awakening. It was like fucking just like somebody slapped me across my face.
It's like
Everything
a
just
it's like
opened
a
up.
car wreck,
And
only it's happening to you, and there's no car in there.
oh my God, it was like so bad. And then all of a sudden, I started having visions. All of a sudden, I had started having premonitions. I mean, premonitions were happening, but I was like denying them. I was like, okay, yeah, whatever. Um, and I
And
blow them off.
the more you deny it, the harder they shove it down your throat, which is even crazier because then that's all you obsess about. It's the one thing you're trying not to. It's like
Yeah.
having an anxiety attack and telling somebody to calm down. Yeah, that like if we could calm down, we would be having an anxiety attack.
You want to know something weird? And once I had my awakening, I know when my body is going to sleep. This is weird. It's like I can feel my body going to sleep and I can feel the shift. And
Mm-hmm.
every single time I lay down, I can feel that shift. Okay, I'm getting ready to go to sleep in like three, two, one, and I'm out.
Out.
And it's weird. You can feel that shift. You can feel your body shifting
Can.
from your consciousness to a full sleep. It's weird.
I find it's easier for me to sleep after I've done readings, like a bunch of readings. But there are times that I should say it's one of the only times that I've had spirit that they pull stuff off my plate. So if I've had surgery or say one of my kids is sick or like if there's something going on in the bigger part of the family, they might pull it off of me. But then
Yeah.
the second that I'm better or the crisis situation is settled, then it gets thrown right back at you. Hello, two-dimensional ghost hunter. Thank you for coming to watch us.
Yeah. Hello. I was going to
Yeah,
say hi, but
I can't shop at the mall either. I have to. The only time I can is when with my younger son because he can create white noise, and he also can turn the street lights on and off and set store alarms off and stuff.
you know
He's
what?
too funny.
Ever since COVID, I hate going out. I mean, seriously, I hate going to restaurants. I hate going places. But sometimes I
Normal,
want to
like
feel the energy. I
right.
seriously, I want to feel the energy, or I have a feeling like I need to get out tonight. I feel like something's going to happen, and
But
it's always
where do you go when you feel like you're too anxiety ridden? Do you go to the ocean? Because I go to the ocean and that makes me feel
I
better.
don't go out. I don't go out.
Yeah. As a general
So
rule, I don't leave my bunker unless I'm traveling, like to PA or meet and greets or that kind of stuff or
so
bookings.
here's the and sometimes when I feel too overwhelmed, I shut down. I'm like super quiet. Like I went to my company party, Christmas party, and I was sitting next to somebody that I talk to every day. I mean, online. I mean, because we all work from home, so him and I like joke around. We have so much fun online. He and I said because he like bumped me like, and I've never met him in person. This is the thing. I have never been to my company in 2 years. I've been working for this company for a little over 2 years now. I have never met anybody in person. Everything has been online. So his name's Jason. He bumped me like I was getting some food or whatever, and he bumped me, and then I was like, I didn't even recognize him because I've never seen somebody. The only thing I see is like their emoji or, I mean, their little profile picture. So
Right.
he looked
Right.
different than what he did in his picture, and then I was like, is that Jason? Is that you? And he started laughing. He's like, Rob, yeah. And but everybody's like, dude, you look exactly like you do in your picture. So, and I
So
have the picture of Lily and I on my profile picture. Lily's the dog that passed. Um,
so
anyway, so
Cap
Jason and I sat down, and I was so quiet, and I had to apologize the next day. I said, dude, I'm so sorry I was so quiet yesterday. I said, I just have a lot of stuff going on right now, and blah blah blah. And he's like, dude, I get it. And he said I could tell that something was wrong. I was like, yeah, whatever.
yeah, but there's also an awkwardness to having abilities and you attend an event because those that know that you have abilities want to know what you're picking up. And those of
Right.
you that don't know you have abilities, you don't want to look awkward. But 90% of the time, we're the ones that feel awkward.
Yeah, and I was picking up on a lot of strange energy there, and I think that that's might have been why I shut down.
Right.
And sometimes when I'm uncomfortable, or if I'm like, I'm very because I used to be shy, so I used to sit back in a corner and just watch. I just would always people watch because I'm trying to figure people out. Um, and I was just feeling a lot of weird vibes. So I was like just sitting there, just very quiet because some of the vibes I was picking up, I felt very uncomfortable.
Right. Hey, why don't we ask a trivia question and I will
Trivia
answer a
question.
question for whoever wins the question, whoever gets it right.
Okay,
So let's
trivia.
see.
What is it?
Okay, so I have in
Boring,
the
I think.
movie The White Christmas, in the movie The White Christmas, it's based on a real inn. What state is that in? Come on, guys, write down the comments. Take a guess. You got like 50 states to choose from. The odds are in your favor. Wait, I should have probably asked, has everybody seen? Nice try, Karen. Close. Nice try, Rachel. Close. Has everybody seen the movie The White Christmas? It was on earlier today.
I have not.
No. With Bing Crosby. New Hampshire. Ooh, no, not Boston. Wish it was Boston, but no. It's not in Massachusetts.
Massachusetts is Boston.
Right. Should I give him a hint? Ben and
No.
Jerry's. Ben and Jerry's. That's your
Now
hint.
I know.
And
Should I say it?
I've been to Ben and Jerry's.
Can I say it?
Go ahead, say it. They didn't get it.
Vermont.
Go ahead. Vermont.
Vermont.
They're famous for cheese and
Yeah.
Ben and Jerry's. All right. So, Karen, what kind of question would you like me to answer? Karen Moore.
I want to go to Wisconsin to get some Lindenkugel, some sunset wheat. Tastes like Fruit Loops.
Somewhat. I have a friend that likes the
Sunset wheat.
bubble
Yeah,
bath strain, and then there's one called wheelchair. Like I don't know. Like I so don't even.
that's wheat.
I know it's too crazy for me, man.
Now
Let me put it here.
there's a
Down.
beer. It's made by Lindenkugel. It's their sunset wheat. It tastes like Fruit Loops or Fruity Pebbles.
There's some things that you just shouldn't do.
Oh, it's
That's kind
so
of it.
good. It's beer. It's so good.
Listen, my husband used to work for a brewery. So if anybody's gone to the Cambridge brewery, tell them we said, hey. They would make all my favorite one was the ginger beer. They only make it one time a year though. That's usually around Halloween. Or pumpkin ale. Pumpkin ale's a good one too. Is our new location going to be a good fit for us when we move?
Elysian pumpkin ale is really good. Other ones, not so much.
Okay, Rob. Dowsing rods or pendulum, do you think, to answer Karen's one? I can answer it verbally, but that's no fun. It's too direct.
Wait, what's the question?
Should I use the dowsing rods or should I use a
No,
pendulum?
just use your gifts. Don't use any devices.
Okay. Well, because they can't see anything, so I don't know if they're going to know they're cheating. I think it's going to be a good fit when you move. I do feel it will take a little longer than normal to get adjusted, though. So usually, like the first week of a new work or a new move sucks. 14 days for you, I feel like it's going to be about 20 days before everybody there can go, okay, you know what? This is working for us. Because you got to get through the chaos. Sometimes the chaos will scare people into being paralyzed, like, I can't function in this. Try to keep it as organized as possible with the move, but it's going to take about 20 days to feel like it's your place. Another way to quicken that would be to smudge it, because then you're removing everybody else's energy, and then you're instilling your energy. So I smudged my house before we moved in, and it takes it from, when you first move in, it feels like you're on vacation, you're in somebody else's property. That removes that, and immediately it just becomes your property. It removes the negative. Hi, Ian. How are you?
Oh, this is weird. I'm picking up on the house too.
Lisa, read me filthy drag race. Lisa read me filthy? Like, I don't know, read or read? Lisa read me filthy drag race.
Do you have a do you what does your house look like? Can you describe it? I just want to I don't like just I'm still doubt I doubt myself a lot when I pick up on something. Describe your house for me, please. Where
Mine?
you're thinking of moving to. No, Karen. Was it Karen? Yeah.
Yeah.
What's up, Ian? Sorry if I'm yelling into the mic.
It's okay. I use my indoor hockey voice all the time, even not during hockey.
Maybe I should turn down my volume a little bit.
Turn it up. Never turn it down. Turn it up.
No.
Turn it up.
No way.
Do it. Do it. Do it.
Turn it up. Cheers. I think I'm gonna get drunk tonight.
Dude, you're already
I'm
starting
just
to
gonna
slur.
shut up.
Just
Huh?
saying, you're already starting to slur.
I know.
Okay,
But
so
here's
who
the thing.
wanted? What did you
So this
want?
is
Like,
my
I don't understand. Deb, do you want me to read you dirty? Like, you're gonna have to give me like a little inkling of a clue what that means, because what I'm thinking, I don't. She said, "Read me dirty," and I
what
can't. Like,
up,
I'm sorry.
bestie?
Bestie's in the house. Merry Christmas, Bestie.
Whoop whoop.
Woo woo. Actually, she's right on time too, because it's 1 minute before midnight. Do 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 do. Yes, Ria, to your question. Mia, Ria. Yes, to your question, but it won't be for
Drink
at least mid. It's gonna be like middle of the year that I see the possibility of a move. It's not confirmed yet because it's still a little too far out. Lisa, oh, it's a quote from Drag Race.
oh,
Oh, really? It says
holy
Lisa
shit.
read me dirty. Oh my God, maybe I should have that on a t-shirt. Read me dirty. I could pull it
Holy
out
shit.
with some ass
I
chaps.
was I was picking up on trees with a deck and white trim.
Oh, did she answer you? I didn't even see that.
And that's what I was picking up on. A
She
tan
wants the
house,
full
white.
touching and dirty talk. Well, that's extra. That's
Wait, what?
extra.
She
Ian
wants a
said
what?
she wants the full touching and dirty talk. I said that's extra. But if she asks me really nice, I can do it for her. Like, Deb, I'll read you dirty. Dude, I'm not the one you want to dare, because I'd be the one that does it just for doing it. At least my son
Yeah,
said you have a good taste in hockey
I was
teams, and
picking
he
up
likes
white
that.
trim, and a
Oh,
I
thank
shouldn't.
you, Julie. Tell him I said thank you very much. I actually was the Bruins expert on WBZ radio. So they would bring me on, and it's unusual that they would bring a female on, but like, yeah, a bunch of the followers there petitioned to get my name on the cup.
Wow.
He can go so many. Oh, really? Just get me a cut on the percentage, though. That's all I need. That's right, John. You know what? My bestie's seen me a little tipsy. Her husband, John, I don't think has. I don't think he has.
Who?
Bestie's husband, I don't think he's seen me drunk. I thought he was in bed because it was me, you, and your mom.
What? That doesn't sound good. Me, you, and your mom.
No, when the night that we were drinking, we were drinking and we were doing reads on TikTok and bringing people on. I call it like the Chris Angel. We snipe people, just show up in their feeds and then do questions. It's really fun to see the look on their faces, because I don't know them from a hole in the wall, and then I predict something, and then their minds are totally blown. Like that table of 10 people from Pete and Reenie's who said, "Oh no, we haven't been to a cemetery." I'm like, "All right, so what's with the keychain with the keys?" I'm like, "It's a red car," and they're like, "It's a Corvette." I'm like, "Oh, whose Corvette is my grandfather's?" Like, "Oh," and they're like, "At the cemetery." I'm like, Lisa, very curious what vibe and energy you get from me, honey. Well, first of all, you have a hell of a sense of humor, so I like you, Deb. Second of all, you can be really feisty, like, and I mean this in a good way, because I'm similar. Like, you can go all day and have nothing go wrong, and then you have that one person that thinks they're going to take advantage of you, and you want to look them dead in the eye and go, "Go ahead, make my day."
Yeah, I mean, meds and alcohol, they're a great mix. You know what though? God, I'm gonna really say this. Anyway, I used to take Vicodin for back pain. So I would take like 2 Vicodin.
Don't they usually tell you to chase that with a beer to make it more effective? I'm just
You're
saying
not
that's what I heard. That's what I
you're not
heard.
supposed to take Vicodin and mix with alcohol.
Dude, I
But
know that. I'm just saying, isn't that what, like, we're not drinking Tide Pods or anything, but isn't that what they say? Like, you're supposed to take 2 Vicodin and chase it with the beer in order to make it more effective. That's
oh
what
my
they
God,
say. I didn't
I
say it
used
was a
to
good idea.
I used to chase it with many, many, many Long Islands and beer on top of those Long
What's
Islands.
exactly in a Long Island?
It's a
Is
bunch of
that the
different.
one that's like mucky colored?
Yeah,
Oh, no. I don't like those party punch things where everything a bottle of this, a bottle of yeah, no.
yeah, that's what it is. And then they
Yeah.
splash it off with Coke
I had
and the
some jungle juice.
yeah.
And I had that during we were at a hockey tournament, like at the hotel after hours. And that was the first time that anybody has seen me tipsy because they're like, I don't think you can get drunk, period. I'm like, no, no, it happens. I just don't let myself get that way. And then somebody said, just have one more drink. Yeah, there was that one more drink that did me in.
Yeah. No,
Lit,
but
lit.
I when I was because when I was taking Vicodin all the time, my tolerance for alcohol was so high. I mean, I would literally would have like 7 Long Islands, no lie. And I was like,
But weren't you heavier then?
um,
Listen, if you're heavier, you can
like
drink a lot more.
actually, I was probably even, I was probably even 10 pounds, maybe even 15 pounds lighter than I am right now.
Mia, thank you, because you just triggered something. Why can't we have it really lit paranormal?
Wait, what?
Really lit paranormal.
Oh, that'd be cool.
You guys like that idea for the name of the show? Really lit paranormal when it's just us? Or you can just call it R and L because it's Rob and Lisa. Wait, hold
RNL?
on. Bong. Whoa, 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 whoa. What
Bong
the hell
rip.
is what's a
Bong rip.
bong rip? What the hell's
You
that?
go wait, you go to pot bingo and you don't know what a bong rip is?
I go to play bingo. To be honest, I go to play bingo because I go with my
Okay.
friend Kimmy.
A bong is a water pipe and you smoke.
Is that the thing that looks like a lamp? It's
Yes.
like huge. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. I've seen one, but what is a rip?
When you smoke, when you take a rip,
Oh, yeah. No. Listen, I have certain people that I consider on my investigation team, if you will, or like the people I take with me when I do readings, and they're usually my drug translators because I might not know what the hell I'm talking about, but I can see it in front of me. So because
you
they have
burn
this little, what's the little itty bitty one? The glass ones, they're like itty bitty, so like really small. Somebody said that they call them brow burners. I don't know. It's a
oh,
glass tube. I don't know. I don't even know how you use them. So listen,
wait,
I
you
like
almost burned
bingo.
yourself. How did you almost burn yourself?
Because they're really stubby, so they call them brow burners.
Mia said that she almost burned herself. I
Okay,
just want to know
so
if you almost burned yourself.
listen, it. I am usually when I'm sober, people are like, "Oh my
Wait,
god, she
wait,
needs to dial it
hold
back."
on. Pause. Merry Christmas to everybody on the East Coast.
Ah,
We
we
missed
wish
it.
you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas. And don't forget to like, share, and sign up and turn your notifications on. I got it in. I got it in.
I'm fucking buzzed. Well, okay, you have to remember this is like a
Wait.
20,
Did you mix it?
huh?
Did you mix
So
yours?
I do like this much vodka. So I probably do, I don't know, 12 ounces of vodka and then a splash.
I didn't add anything in mine to mix. I had it up to here. I didn't add anything to mix it. Should I have added something into mix? Too late now.
Who knows? I'll be drinking another one. I'll be fucking hammered by the time we get off of here.
Flammered.
I'll be lit.
Call them travel bongs. Well,
Travel
they called them brow burners, and I was like, what the hell is that? Look, I'm getting a really good education between the Narcan classes that I'm taking and the marijuana bingo. Dude, I keep trying to win that blanket. I'm never going to win that blanket. But they liked my little crochet things for the small mason jars. So I do make those.
I'll get lit.
Too legit to quit, eh?
What's up, Jen? How you doing?
Did you get it?
Jen.
What the hell's going on?
Thank you, Jen.
I haven't done anything. I don't even have that.
What's new? Nothing. Nothing new. Jen, this is the first time that you joined our show.
Hi, Jen. How are you? Dude, you gotta do something about that. I didn't touch anything. That's you, Rob.
What? I didn't touch anything.
It's echoing. Echo.
I'm glad. What? There's an echo?
Echo.
Yeah, hold on. Let me fix this shit.
It's not me. I didn't touch nothing.
I'll fix it. Okay.
I know I'm echoing.
Deo! Fix now.
Sure, now you fixed it. And I was all set to do the Deo song.
I have to turn echo off and then turn echo back on. Wait, or vice versa. Reverse that. It's like Willy Wonka. Reverse that.
I was just gonna say, you said it just like Willy Wonka. That was so weird. Ghost of Christmas Past. Okay, Chris, what do you want me to pull it from the past? Ever go to those towns where you swear it's a one-horse town and all they can do is dig up the horse that they killed and buried all over again every day? Oh, thank you. It's rubber. It's a safety glass. And I got it from the cat box. I used to get a delivery once a month. The cat box. Really good. And I got 2 of these, and I got the ones that kind of, what are those fancy ones that the people get all the sparkles on and stuff?
I don't know. Hey, Jen,
it's like a Yeti cup. I won like a Yeti cup. It's got kitty cats on.
Hey, Jen, remember the martini bar we went to? That was amazing. So Jen and I went to Savannah together.
Oh, you can't sleep? I'm sorry, honey. Yeah, a prophylaxis. It's a safety glass. I'm not saying what else it could possibly be used for, but if that you're going to use it for that, wow, I'm envious of that JJ because that hoo-ha must be huge.
What? That's right. It was called Jen's Place. That's I totally forgot. So Jen and I went to Savannah.
Georgia?
We went up to New York.
I want to go to Georgia.
Yeah, her and I went.
Merry Christmas, bestie.
She met us in New York for an investigation, and then we flew back to Atlanta. And then we went out to
Atlanta, Mama.
And then we just went investigating in Savannah, and then we went to this little martini bar, and they had so many freaking martinis. I had a Snicker martini.
What were you working with? There's a bar in I think it's Brighton. It's the Sunset Bar. They literally have like 130 beers.
Yeah,
that's like if they line the wall. That's what it sounds like.
That's like the Yard House. The Yard House here has 115 or 14 beers.
I was amazed. I like, first of all, I'm sure there had to be like that many beers, but I never thought I'd find one all in the same bar. Debbie says, one time I was being goofy and mooned my hubby while he was making a bologna sandwich. He threw a slice of bologna and it caught between the cheeks, folded like a taco direct hit. Ooh, I wonder if it was Wunderbar. Wunderbar bologna.
Oh my god, that's so funny.
Well, somebody asked like how we met. Rob and I have officially never met in person. I've never met Joni in person either, or
Well,
Bonnie. The only
tell
person I've
me.
legit met is a couple of ladies down in Connecticut and Bestie.
Oh my god, Abe's place was amazing. How in the fuck do you remember all the fucking places that we went to? I
Hey,
can't.
hey, Rob,
What?
is your candle still lit?
Yeah, my candle's lit.
It's
Oh, the
not
one.
showing up. It's not showing up in the mirror, babe.
It's probably because the candles. I got to. I got to fix the candle.
Why don't you just get one of those ones with the battery in it?
That
I'm
would be a
talking
good.
about the candles. Yeah, because that's what I use because I have cats.
Yeah, I know. I mean, and then there was that fucking oyster bar.
Can you
Remember?
see it?
I still have the hoodie from that brewery.
It does the same effect. It's just there's no flames. And you
Yeah,
can see
I
it
have.
does smell like vanilla too, though. But what I've noticed, if you have a candle, what you can do is you can
What?
put like maybe a drop of essential oil in there, and it will do the
Yeah.
same thing. So if you wanted to change it up, no, I can't shut it
Oh,
off.
really? It was on Ghost Brothers. Hmm.
Oh,
You know what?
damn it! I forgot to watch it.
That would be a fun place to go to. Is meet up everybody. Is Savannah. Savannah is like my favorite city. I would move to Savannah in a fucking heartbeat.
I have a client that lives in Savannah that has opened her. She said anytime I want to go.
I want to fucking move to.
You want me to do a reading for you? You want to do a meet and greet? All I require is either a couch, a place to crash, and directions.
I would
I
love
know,
to move
too
back to
easy.
Georgia. I just, oh my God, I just miss Georgia so much.
Why can't we? Okay, so there's a place that it used to have a TV show. I think it was it Bravo? I think it was, but it's a campground and it's like upstate New York, Poconos maybe, and they have all these cabins and stuff. So not only do they rent it out for kids, like during the summer, but they'll also rent it out to adults, like for the weekend or something. Debbie Barker, Rob and Lisa, who is visiting Jana and I for the past few months.
I have a bunch of my old PCH t-shirts. I think I only have extra larges though. I have a bunch of them. I probably have maybe 10.
I love t-shirts. You should save all your old t-shirts, your favorite ones, concert shirts, and then have them turned into a quilt.
Huh. We can make
Okay,
Parawakening t-shirts.
so Deb Parker. Okay, so Barker, I'm sorry. It's the person that you're talking about. I believe it's the male that's causing the ruckus, but there are like 3 or 4 spirits that are in your house.
Wait, Jen. So
Tonight there's only like 2 that I'm picking up. One's the male, he's kind of loud, and the other one is a female who isn't exactly soft spoken, but she's totally mystified by this very loud male spirit who's getting everybody in trouble.
Jan, the sorry, I'm reminiscing. So Jan, remember when we were out in the parking lot and then fucking Eric was that's all he did was sleep that whole time we were in New York in the hotel. But then so it was here was a new thing for me. So the bars close at 4 o'clock in the morning in New York.
Wait,
I
I thought
totally
they didn't close at all in New York. I thought they were
no,
open all the time.
they
4?
close at they close at 4 o'clock in the morning. So Jen, Eric, and I go to
So you have beer for
Jen,
breakfast?
Eric, and I go to this bar, and they had a special on a shot of tequila and a beer for I don't remember, it was like $4 or something. Oh my god! And we were just like pounding tequila and beer, like we got so hammered. And you have to
Not a
remember,
good not
this
nope.
is this is this is April, like April 3rd or 4th, somewhere around there, and it's freaking like dumping snow in Buffalo. So we're in Buffalo.
Hello. I live in Massachusetts. I know what all of that's about because I'm closer to upstate New York than I am to Boston right now.
Well, it's freaking pouring. I mean, it's just dumping snow. I have like the
Yes.
direction in front of me, and I have GPS, and I still get fucking lost because I'm fucking drunk.
You shouldn't be driving. Just saying.
I know I shouldn't have been driving, but I was a little buzzed. I wasn't drunk, I was buzzed. And we fucking get lost. And then, yeah, we got freaking pizza, and we didn't even have coats on, and it's freaking snowing.
Deb, for those spirits that are in your house, are you hearing a lot of this song, The Dream Police?
The Dream Police. No, 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 no.
Listen, I got the Dream Police playing, and listen, that's one of my favorite bands. I'm just saying that it's Cheap Trick singing The Dream Police. Because what I'm hearing for the it's a specific lyric. It's like the Dream Police, they live inside of my head. Which, by the way,
No,
if your name's Rob
yeah,
Zander, you can call me anytime.
I don't drive drunk. I mean, I was a little buzzed, but
I don't drive drunk at all. I don't drive after having a drink. I
oh,
make sure that I have somebody else to drive.
here's a sad thing. So
Because
one
I'm a
time,
goody. No, because you know why? Because I have like friends. Because if I'm traveling, I really don't drink that often. Again, I would drink at home, and not since I'm at home, I can drink, but I don't want to have
so
to
here's
crawl up
the sad
the
thing.
stairs.
On my Vicodin days, we're driving. There's a so we leave the bar, and if a cop is in the same parking lot as the bar is, and you pull out and you've been drinking, that's entrapment. They cannot pull you over because it's considered an entrapment. So I was driving for maybe 4 miles, and I know I was hammered. So we were driving, fucking cop pulls me over. He gives me a
Good,
sobriety test, and I pass. And then
good
he's
thing for
like,
you. HR is on vacation.
anyway, so it's like, all right, whatever. And he knew I was drunk, but I passed the sobriety test, so he's like, gotta let you go.
I couldn't pass a sobriety test sober because of my balance, the issues with
But
my feet. So
that's the thing. I took a sobriety test sober, and I fucking failed
take it a little tipsy and like you're on the money.
it.
And then there's some of those cops that look really cute where you're like, damn, I wish I could think of something to get myself arrested. I don't know. Happens all the time. Oh, wait, there's like somebody's right. People, you're moving the chat's moving, so I have to go back. So hold on. There is no trouble physically sitting on bed, swift glimpses out of phase. Okay, so you're talking like peripheral view? No patience for drunk drivers. Yeah. Okay, Julie Warman. Hi. Hope you don't mind me asking. Have been seeing shadow in flat. I'm going to assume that's the house for a while. Have you any idea who it is and you live in the UK? Well, first of all, I have a lot of clients in the UK. So hi. Merry Christmas. It's a family member.
What?
It's a family member. But I don't know if it's your family member is the thing, but they're saying it's a family member. So do you have somebody staying with you temporarily or somebody that's not a blood relative? Okay, Jennifer, I have to call you and let you know what is going on. You're okay. Wait, what? I have to call you and let you know what is going on. You were okay. I have no idea what that means. I think that's directed towards you. Deb Bark, I know the song, but no, it is the imprint on the beds. Is it spelled? Okay, like I said, you have 4 spirits that they're saying 4. For tonight, there's only 2. Listen, when you guys have activity at home, be the detective, be Columbo. Take your cell phone, because everybody usually has that immediately with them, and take 3 rapid photos, like click, click, click. See if you get anything. Also, you can also tie a bell. They'll have them marked down at Walmart. You know, the jingle bells are just spurred off somebody's Santa hat. Hang it and ask the spirits to ring and have a conversation, like once for yes, twice for no, that kind of thing. It's a low energy response, but it's a lot better than having them waste all their energy on a flickering of lights and then can't repeat it.
Oh my god, now I want fucking pizza.
How did you get out of that just lucky? Not me. Duck to
Oh,
police.
hey, I have a
Duck, duck,
story.
goose.
I have a story where I got escorted to a party that I was partying at
Okay, so here's
because
the disclaimer. Live Paranormal is not supportive, and nor were they present for any of these. And HR is on holiday.
so
La
I
la
was
la la la.
stoned and fucking drunk off my ass, and I went out for. I had the munchies so bad I had to go
What
to
kind of
deck.
pizza, Rachel? Is it sausage? I love a good breakup pizza.
I want some fucking pepperoni pizza
I
right
moved
now.
in February.
Pizza
You
in New
moved
York
in
is like
February?
the best pizza I've ever had in my life. New York pizza is amazing.
Hubby,
Just
I
saying.
think is, but it's just something else. Okay.
I might have to order a pizza.
Angelique, it's Lisa. I moved in February. Moved in there in February. Who is here? Hubby, I think is, but there is something else. I'm getting one is not has never been earthbound, and the other one is a spirit. Hi, thank you. My mom has been staying. I had a male friend staying for a couple of years. They've moved since 2020. Can I have detail, please? Okay. When we do these things for on live, I never charge for when it's a live reading, but it's only free while live. I can only answer one specific question because it's not really fair to everybody else. But you can absolutely book a reading with me, a private reading with me, and that can be done through my page, Lisa the Purple Dahlia, or you can just type in your search bar Purple Dahlia Medium. You can message the Live Paranormal because you'll get me. I'm the one that answers those. But yeah, I can send you the link. I don't know how to do the linky thing, so I'm technology challenged. Rob is the ITC guy, so we make a good pair. Buffalo pizza and wings.
The fuck?
I want blue cheese dressing with celery and carrots. Oh, how is Red Baron pizza? Never had that before.
It's pretty good.
Mystic pizza, just like the movie, Mystic Pizza is pretty good.
Is it?
I got mad munchies, not keto friendly. Listen, to me, it's my carb day, so I allow myself carbs on Saturdays. And because it's my chemo day, not chemo sabi, but chemo day, I let myself, I'm allowed to have a little something, something. I didn't have any something, something. I'm having a drink instead. I remember when we were drunk and taking massive amounts of drugs at live paranormal offices during a seance. That's kind of funny. Mr. Poe, we don't have any offices. Are you trying to be ha-ha funny, Mr. Poe? Because I remember when we were drunk and taking massive amounts of drugs at live paranormal offices during a seance. I'm going to say that's a troll. Do you live under a bridge?
Who?
Do you know Billy Goat? Do you know Mr. Poe? Do you know Billy Goat's Gruff?
Not a troll. He's not a troll. He's a buddy of mine.
We don't have any offices. Can I get the vibe sent?
Trying to order a fucking pizza and this thing's not letting me.
Vibes? Like if it requires battery, I'm not sure you can put batteries in them and mail them.
What?
I had homemade chicken enchilada. Oh, Amy, that sounds so yummy. My end of drinking evening was a kebab. Ooh, nice. Would everybody like a recipe for a drinking cocktail that can either be alcoholic or non-alcoholic? It's called a poinsettia. I won a contest in a newspaper. Actually, I won Bruins tickets for this one. It's called a poinsettia. It's cranberry juice and ginger ale. And you can add vodka in it if you want to. You can also take some cranberries, freeze them first. As you take them out, roll them around in sugar so it gets like all sticky and crystallized, and then plop them in your drink.
Jen, your mom hasn't been in quite a while. The last time she was around was when she dropped a penny when I was in the shower. when I asked for a sign. And then I sent you that penny in the mail. Did you ever get that penny? I think you guys, I sent it.
Purple. Is it only the doctor in my house? Sometimes I hear babies. Lots of babies were born in my house. Okay, so, well, you might be hearing the babies, but I'm not sensing that there's baby spirits walking around because they be babies, right? There is a doctor that would explain his obnoxiousness, that male spirit, that really would explain his obnoxiousness. The female, I kind of feel is a nurse. I don't know what kind of nurse. Well, let me take that back. She's more like a midwife. Midwife nurse? I'm called the purple dye because that's what spirit calls me. I went to have a tattoo done on my back or back of my neck for protection. And it was supposed to be a black and white one with one leaf colored purple. This tattoo artist swears that I said, do it in purple. And I was like, you're playing with me, right? And he's like, no, you said it. It wasn't me. And then on the way home, Spirit was like, yeah, it was us, but we thought you'd like it anyways. And that's going to be your new name. And I'm like, my new name? I don't go live. Are you crazy? Like, this is before I even went live. Yeah, so it's like on the back. I'm sure on one of my pages it shows the pictures of the tattoos. I got a bunch of them.
God damn it. I was trying to order a pizza. No wonder why it wouldn't let me because they're fucking closed. Fuck you, Christmas Eve.
Ho, ho, ho,
Fucking,
ho.
you should be fucking working.
Pizza, pizza. Mom's been ordering shoes online and they come in my email that they're in stock and they're size 5. Steve Madden. Wow, that's a tiny foot.
Crazy.
Yeah, so have you ever heard of the Black Dahlia? She was murdered. She's from Massachusetts, Medford to be exact.
And she died.
Yeah. They've never found the killer. They have an idea of who he might be. But yeah, it's sort of taken from that. Plus, a Dahlia is a good, it's for protection. Humbug, bug, bug. Humbug. You should go to McDonald's. McDonald's is 24/7, I think.
No, not here.
Does that apply? I bet you the shake machine's not working, though.
Probably. I can order Jack in the Crack. Jack in the Crack is 24/7.
I've never been to Jack in the Box.
Jack in the Crack is good.
We had one in Cambridge, but I only saw it when I was younger, and then like it turned into something else.
I should call it my son. Well, I got to pull my camera. Call it my son. Hey,
even Mickey D's is got. I'm sorry, Mickey D's. Oh, double cheeseburger. I think I still have some frozen White Castles, maybe.
Yeah.
Like if I'm gonna go upstairs, I'm like gonna be tempted to get the gingerbread man out of my stocking.
Sorry, guys. I'm talking about food because I haven't eaten today. So.
Do you have any granola? Do you have any granola bars?
It's your fault. It's all your fault.
Wait,
because
don't you have any snackies for tomorrow? Why don't you have a little couple of snackies that you have set aside for tomorrow? Listen, and make sure you tell your mom I said Merry Christmas.
I don't have snackies.
She never has called me back to do a reading for her.
Actually, my mom and her sister my aunt wanted to do a reading.
Oh, okay. When?
I don't know. They'll probably give you tomorrow.
Whenever.
We're going to be here like having prime rib and whatever. So.
Prime rib, isn't that stuff that people usually get rare and you do popovers? I love popovers.
Yep, with some horseradish. Mom is doing good. She has finally moved on and she's happy with what you were doing with the kids. That was the last message that I got. So she's at peace now.
Any messages from me from Spirit, Rob? Anybody coming and check in with you? Horse. How do you say that? So, go say
some creamy horseradish and prime rib.
Horseradish? What the hell is horseradish?
Horseradish. You never had horseradish?
I also don't eat prime rib. I've never had it. I just know it's the
So
stuff that they make
horseradish
popovers, and I love popovers.
is a spicy root, and
Like
you grind
ginger.
it. Yeah, kind of like ginger, but it's spicy.
Oh, is that the stuff that's
That
in that wasabi?
wasabi is, yeah, that's horseradish.
No bueno.
Kind of. Yeah, we're having prime rib for dinner tomorrow. Tommy's, no, the nearest Tommy's to me is in Ventura.
What's the Tommy's?
Tommy's is a burger. They make chili cheeseburgers, and they're here in California only.
Oh, yeah. No.
The chili is amazing. Uh, all right, fuck. Oh wait, I can text Ian from here. Hold on one sec.
Okay, you text Ian. Let me see if anybody else got a question they want me to answer. Only thing open around here is Quick Trip. What the hell's Quick Trip?
So if you hear the Pop Tart machine going off or my toaster oven going off, then you know what it is.
Please don't burn the house down. Okay, who has a question that they would like answered? Just throw a question up in the comments. I'll see if I can get to all of them. Not making any promises. Southern Gas Station. We have Cumberland Farms. I bet you they're open. QT is a convenience store. Okay, gotcha. We have Cumberland Farms, otherwise known as Cumbies. We only have Casey's open. Don't even know what Casey's is.
What the fuck is it?
Casey's? I don't know.
No, not Casey's.
Dude, I should have brought some snacks down. I had too much in my hands. Any messages from Dad? Yeah. Have you been finding quarters lately? Not even pennies, specifically quarters. Like quarters in the laundry, quarters in like pants, quarters on the floor. There's something with the quarters. Any predictions for 2023? Yes. 2023 in general or 2023 specifically for you, Kathy? 2023 in general, there's another pandemic. It's already taken place over in Europe. And listen, we're never going to get away from this pandemic. It's going to be like a flu shot. You have to get an annual thing. But this one here is blisters, fever, really thirst. So if everybody gets their flu shot, you should be all set. At least you'll know it won't be the flu. Okay, hold on. Everything's jumbling. Hold on. Make sure I didn't miss it. I got that one. Dad was the quarters. Am I going to get my kids back? There's something about your list, like of requirements that you have to meet, that one of them almost feels like an impossible thing to obtain or attain. I think it's going to be a little longer, but the possibility is still there. Like, I'm going to put my money on you. If you want them back bad enough, then you'll make sure you get all this done. There's a list that they should have given you of stuff that you have to get done to get them back. There's I want to say it's either the first one or the third one. I don't even, if they want you to go to classes or something, I don't know what the classes are for, but there's nobody holding the classes because of the pandemic. Any messages for me at all? All I know is that he was sending quarters trying to get your attention and that he hasn't been able to obtain your attention. Hold on. You're going to have to give me something more specific other than just messages from my family because it's a little hard. And this is what happens when I say I'll answer some questions. We get super busy and then I got to siphon them out. Casey's Midwest gas station and they make decent pizza. Oh, all right. Huh. I didn't know that. What kind of signs will I be getting from my 100-year-old granny who passed last month? Okay, I don't do readings for anybody that's deceased unless it's 3 months or longer. And I don't think your granny's gonna have an issue getting into heaven. I don't find that an issue, but I do feel that you're not gonna have any signs from her. I'm going to say maybe towards the end of February, she might reach out to contact you, but you got to understand first they got to come to terms with they're over there. Then they have to be assigned. Are they going to go to this part of Summerland? Are they going to go to the mountains, wherever they want to go? Then it takes a while to settle down and learn how to properly use your energy to turn on lights, move things, that kind of stuff. But I do feel that you're going to be dreaming about her. So before you hear something specifically from her, you'll have like a week or 2 weeks of solid dreams of her. And each time you go to bed and wake up, and then you go to bed again, it continues off from where you left her the night before or the morning before, if that makes sense. Let's see. The years on the quarters have a meaning that I find. Yes, but he's been sending like a lot of quarters. I usually, when I find the money, we could think of like 1,000 people, but we immediately go to that one person, right? That's for a reason. I set them aside in a jar or a container. I call them my angel pennies. When I have enough of them, because it's not always pennies, when I have enough of that, I just donate it to a good cause. Pay positivity forward. Rich wants to know, will I rock at my new federal job? Yes, but what's the thing that they call it's like it being laid off, but there's a different name for it when you work for the federal government. I do feel that there'll be a layoff coming. Will it be a long one? No, but it feels like maybe a week or 2 weeks. Let's see. Both Jen and I are still getting over COVID. We had all 4 shots since it was not as intense. Also had the antivirals are all good. I've had 6 vaccinations so far. 6. They're not as intense. Also had the antivirals are all good. I've had 6. Echo.
Yeah, I know. I'm sorry. Sorry. I know. I was trying to copy something. Somebody was trying to get to our live, and I had to get
father. I don't know what father means because I'm reading these out of order. I'm not following just one particular person. Okay. You're welcome. Who is playing with the water around me? Are you having like faucets dripping even though you know you shut it off and it's not the same faucet, so it can't be like a washer or something? It's like different faucets. Like even like a water bubbler, or when you go to get ice from your refrigerator, that kind of thing, like there's a little extra drip. I feel like it's a child. It's a female child. What family members currently around, and what is their message? Okay, you have many family members around you, Patricia. You're gonna have to narrow it down. Like I'm getting like a total of like 6 spirits on a general thing, but tonight you only have 5 around right now. They don't have any message other than happy holidays saying. Sometimes they don't have messages. They just want to come observe or hang out with us.
I picked up one for Jan.
Who's playing Jan? Melissa.
I think this year you're going to pick up something in something to do with clothes, maybe working in a little boutique or something. I just see you.
Ooh, that would be a great job for her.
With a bunch of clothes, like
consignment shop.
It might have been like a consignment shop or
something. Yeah, because
I'm
seeing a whole bunch of tags. But no, we're not talking regular. We're not talking regular stuff. We're talking like high-end vintage stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like really good stuff tags.
I'm seeing like a bunch of vintage
purses,
sweaters, purses, jewelry, things like that. It looks like more a little boutique of some sort.
High-end stuff. High-end stuff. So this isn't like $10 or $20. This is like original Donna Karan, some Versace, some of the Coach bags, they're like nice stuff. So it's at a higher level. So don't hear like consignment shop and be like, oh my God. No, it's a consignment shop like, oh my God. Let me know what your group discount is. When the government shuts down, affect me. Yes. When the
Did
government
you?
shuts down, yeah.
Did
What
you
is it? It's
get
called something when the government shuts down. It's like a layoff, but it's another name.
it is a shutdown. That's what they call it.
Yeah,
Just
but no, it has a different name. Like it goes by a different thing. So when they put it in the news, they make it sound like all glossed over. Like it's not that bad. It's just a such and such.
I don't know.
It's a layoff. That's all I can tell you. It means layoff. It's a fancy
It's a
word.
government, no, it's a government furlough. That's exactly
Yes,
it.
furlough. Okay, yes. So the furlough will be for about 2 weeks. It feels like it's going to be like February. Well, hold on. It's going to be during the school vacation. So I don't know if that's necessarily a bad thing. So it'll either be February vacation or April vacation, since we know there's none
Oh,
in March.
hold on. Jen missed what we said. We said that you were going to work, and don't worry about stars. Stars don't come to us. It goes to Life
We don't
Paranormal.
get paid the stars. It goes to Live Paranormal so he can
Don't
continue to do whatever he's doing with them.
I
We
will.
don't
I
we
will
don't need
post something.
stars.
I will post something later. I'm going to work on that this next year. Where if anybody wants to donate, they can donate directly to like a PayPal, and then they'll go to Lisa and I directly. So
Oh,
it'll
I
help us.
have one of those things. I do. I have one of those things. Yeah. If you go to PayPal and just in purple Dahlia medium, it should show you one that says for tips.
Yeah,
For
we'll
tips.
work on something later. We'll work on something
Listen,
later.
I don't touch the technology because I break stuff, okay? You don't have to buy a star. Literally, I'm being honest that when I do free readings, they're free while they're live. I know other people say they're free, and then when you message them, they're like, "How would you like to make your donation? Which credit card would you like to do?" I'm not that
Yes.
person. When I say
Yeah.
it's free, I mean it's free, but it's only
Yeah,
free when I'm live.
we don't normally we don't normally take donations, but I mean, a lot of people have been saying that they want to donate. I have
And
to
we
set something up, to
and
be
we
honest.
and we do stuff with it. Like I don't want you to think like, oh, Lisa's going out and she's buying like Dunkin' Donuts coffee for everybody. I could, but what I usually do, and I'm known for doing this, those kids that sell lemonade or they were doing a fundraiser or whatever. I'm the person that says, oh no, thank you for the lemonade, but then I drop them like anywhere from $50 to $100 because now I've reassured positivity to be done in the future because they're going to tell everybody that story and it's going to make them feel good.
Damn, look at. Remember how full this thing was earlier?
Recesses. Gotcha.
It was up here. I've already drank like I don't know.
Well, if you want the other kind without the pee, but just the tea, I don't have none. So I never had any until after I had children, and it's too late now, but they're never up where they're supposed to be.
So
Having
Jen
went to
missed
close an
what?
email and create a second account. Poor guy couldn't hook up a VC. Yeah, I'd be that person.
So Jen missed what we were saying about her. Because she was
Oh,
trying to.
okay. So I saw you in like a consignment shop, a
Yeah, I
very
picked up.
hoity-toity consignment shop.
I
Where
picked
there's
up
like Versace, original
sweaters.
Donna Karen's, like I'm talking like nice stuff, cashmere sweaters, high-end purses, brooches, depending on how you say them,
Brooches.
uh, earrings, bracelets, all that stuff. Really nice stuff. A lot of jewelry too. But this is high-end stuff, so I don't want you to hear like consignment shop or vintage store and think, oh, psh,
No, it's a
no,
nice.
we're talking. Just let me know what your discount is, though, Jen, because I'll be happy to shop.
It's a nice little boutique and a
I
little
love
quaint.
a thrift store, but it's a high-end thrift store.
Yeah,
And because
it's
you
not
know
a
your
thrift store,
stuff,
it's a
you know
boutique.
your quality, it comes in handy.
Yeah, and I see it, and I see like a fountain, like a bunch of shops. There's a fountain.
It's like
It's
a
kind of like
court.
a
It's
really
like a
high end.
courtyard.
Yeah, kind of like a courtyard.
Like, because I can hear the water trickling, but there's also a wall of like ivy, and there's some like birds. But it's nice, quaint. There's the little cafe tables, so you can sit outside and have like a cup of coffee or whatever. But I'm telling you, this place is
Does that sound familiar?
nice.
Does that sound familiar near you?
Dude, I told you not to wear the thong that tight. I told you to go up a size. You didn't want to listen. Now it's your fault. It's stuck.
No, it's the stupid fan.
Okay, let's see. Yep, free.
That's us. Everything free.
And I do that for a reason, because you're only getting a small slice or a taste of what I do. But I'm known to help people out, and my phone's the one that's always blowing up at 3:30 in the morning, because I actually do answer my phone. I wouldn't suggest you try it, though, because if I haven't slept in a couple of days, I can be a little snippety. Sounds like Alpharetta. Okay. Is there like a little courtyard there? Definitely investigate. Listen, know your worth, because if you know stuff like that, y'all should be working at like a consignment place. They have the coolest stuff.
I want to say it's more like a little. It's kind of like
it's boutique-y, but it really is like high-end vintage stuff, like
but
hoity-toity stuff.
I see it more like on the corner, like near the fountain area, but it's in a corner shop.
All I can say is from the window, I see the courtyard and I see the tables and the fountain. So it's nice to look at. I can hear the water trickling. So it sounds really nice. I'm a grouch all the time these days. Oh, I'm sorry, Angelique. Hug it out. Hug.
That's what I see. I see black sweaters along the wall. That's what was kind of pointing me. And I
said,
see
yes, it's an outside shopping and dining. Okay, so that's got to be it. And even if you don't see like a help wanted side, go in and ask.
And
a lot of times they don't want to put a help wanted out because they don't want to have to filter throw the riffraff.
It's kind of funny because this is the first
Buckhead?
time I think I've ever really started doing this stuff on this show, and I never called myself a psychic. I never said my abilities, whatever.
Well, listen, we got us together, so our abilities are amplified right now. So it's a safe zone to do it in. I know we have certain followers on here that have abilities, so that's helping too. And it takes practice. Believe me, I used to get the baloney sweats, the anxiety sweat, which smells entirely different unless you know what I'm talking about. And I would get myself so anxiety ridden before the show that I couldn't do it.
But wait, check this out. Look at what Jen is putting in here. Yes, I know that Jen and I kind of know each other, but we didn't like collaborate or anything before the show. I'm just surprised that she's here. I mean, to be honest.
Okay.
This is the first time I've ever seen her here.
And there is a fountain in the parking lot. Okay. I like baloney. I like Wunderbar. Wunderbar is my favorite.
Wait, why did I close up Facebook? I know I was getting.
I have no idea, babe. You said you were making Pop-Tarts.
I was getting another message.
Yeah, so sometimes when you're not used to using your abilities in public, it can be a little awkward. But I find that if you do it in a buddy system, it takes the terror away and makes it a little easier.
I'm terrified. I am terrified. Hold on, let me.
Here, I'll put my balls out for you, okay?
Hold on.
Whoop, whoop,
whoop. So if you guys aren't part of,
I'm doing good, Christy. I hope you're doing well, and Merry Christmas.
If you guys aren't part of the of our
Parawakening private group, you need to join.
I just posted the link. If you click on the link, it'll send me an invite. I will accept the invite to add you to our little private group.
The Purple Dahlia doesn't have a private page group yet. We're working on it because we're going to start doing like a subscription. But please like and subscribe to my YouTube channel, because as soon as I get 1,000 people, I can go live. That 1,000th person will get something really good. I haven't decided what it is yet because it's taken me so long to get it. I opened up myself and I thought I was crazy and shut down, but trying to open up. Okay. First thing to do to open up is to know that you're safe here. Literally, I cannot tell you how safe you are. I don't judge people because that's not my job. My job is to give you clarification, give you guidance, remove all the clutter from the situation and help you see what you're supposed to see, like mainline it. I hope that makes sense. To connect you.
So
Remember when we were in the carriage house and the murdered girl spoke to me?
yeah, so Jen and I were in there's a location in Savannah, and there was supposed to be a big tour for that night, and Jen and I were the only ones that showed up. So they give us free reign of the slave quarters.
Should I help organize the
Um,
Flower Mill in town?
hold on a second.
Absolutely. Absolutely, Rachel. Rachel wants to know, should I help organize the restoration of the historic flour mill in town? I'm on the town hall board, and they've been asking. Absolutely.
Get me a Jumbo Jack with no cheese.
Thank you, Christy. I like to think that we have a very safe community. I know that when I do my live readings that we keep it safe and it's a no drama zone. Same thing with Rob. He doesn't like drama either. So we have a no tolerance policy for drama. It ruins it for everybody else. It causes people to bicker. And really, it's all because usually one or two pot stirrers. Well, guess what? The only chefs here are Rob and me.
Oh, I stir up the fucking shit all the time. And I will say that proudly. I will stir up the shit, but I'll kick off the fucking drama creators really quick. No fucking more drama.
I just don't want to overwhelm myself. I already organized the chili cook-off, and this would be a huge. Yeah, but the chili cooks-off like once a year, and if you're on the board, if you can't do it yourself, then ask for assistance. To you know what I mean? That's part of the issue is delegating it. Lisa, is my mom with me, and what does she have to say? Whoa, 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 whoa! Speed reading. Hold on a second. All right. Did you already address the question, Joe? Rob, with the carriage house, should I remember when we were in the carriage house and the murdered girl spoke to me? That's from Jennifer.
Okay, so we were in the carriage house and we were there by ourselves. So we were doing some ghost box sessions, and a girl was. So there's a slave that was supposedly murdered in that place. Yeah, and she was coming and talking to Jen. It was so crazy.
That's
so
terrible. Crazy. One, slavery's terrible, and then to be murdered, that's even worse.
But then her and I were sitting, but then her and I were sitting on the couch. There's like a couch, and down in another room, and we're freaking feeling like somebody else like standing behind us, and we're hearing whispers behind us. It was really crazy.
Yeah. See, when I go to those kind of places, dining with the dead, I usually get the spirits like, "Hey, you should sit next to me," and I'm like, "No, thank you."
And then we went on a pub crawl that we went to all these different haunted locations, and
I've never been on one. That sounds like so much fun. Did they really make you crawl?
Oh, by the end of it, we're like pretty much crawling. I freaking left my camera. I mean, I had like a $1,200 camera. I left on like this brick like side of a building. It was like on a window. Okay. We left. We literally left. And then I was like, oh, fuck, my camera. We're like a block away. I had to go back and grab my camera, and it was still there. I was so lucky.
There's a place here, she said, called Oakland Cemetery, and it's the oldest in Atlanta. Hold on, I love it. Such awesome energy. That's good. Listen, some parts of a cemetery will give you weird vibes. It could be the person that's buried there. Other parts of it will make you feel cheerful. But some of the best cemeteries are the ones that plan for people to have lots of visitors. So there might be a picnic table. There might be some tables and chairs that are permanently out there, that kind of thing. I've never been on a pub crawl. I don't know. Maybe it's like bar hopping, but I've never done that either, so I don't know. Dude, I worked a lot, so that's the reason why I didn't do any of those things. Do you ever get a light buzzing when you get the spiderweb feeling? Why does this happen? It means because you're walking into somebody's energy. It means that that area is really active with energy. Like the same way that if you go next to your TV, you feel the spiderweb thing. The same thing when you wipe your foot on a carpet, you get the static thing. It's the same thing. You're just picking up energy. That's all. Doesn't mean it's good or bad. It just means that there's energy. Let's see. Karen Moore, is my father around me? He passed in 2006 and I haven't dreamed of him yet. My mom passed in 2016. I had my first dream of her this year. Yeah, I mean, he's there. It's just, he just hasn't reached out to say anything. Sometimes they don't have anything to say. I know that sounds dumb, but they don't. Dude, your pup tits already.
That's my word. We're texting.
I just heard a high whistling.
I'm ordering my food. Sorry.
My mom, all right. Yeah, so sometimes they might not have anything to say, although I will say he is there with your mom. So maybe, was he quiet in life? Like, was he kind of like a, or was he the outspoken one? Because I kind of feel like it was your mom. Rachel can relate with that. I don't know what I missed. Oh, that one. Okay. Jennifer says, the lady who wrote Gone with the Wind, Bobby Jones, tons of famous people, Botanica. Isn't that where he was a silent filmmaker, Valentino or something? There's somebody that visits him. Like every year she shows up and she's dressed in black and she puts flowers there. Isn't Marilyn Monroe also buried there too? Like if it's the one I'm thinking of, then it's like, you know, very, very popular. Somebody in spirit just said it's like a bullseye and they're dead center. Ba-dum-bump. I don't know why he's doing this, but ba-dum-bump. My mom was the boss. Yeah, then your father, Karen, probably doesn't want you to say anything. He's just letting her run the show. You call it Spiderweb or MG. I just call it the tinglies. Sometimes you get that when you're doing an investigation, because again, most of us investigate in the complete dark, so it is a cobweb effect. But you can feel the energy from vibrations on the floor to static in your hair, somebody lifting up your hair, whatever it is.
I don't like investigating in the dark.
Oh, it's privately owned? Oh, okay.
I do it during the day, to be honest.
I'm saying like for the investigations that I've done, if they've done a group like the Farnsworth we've done in the dark, sometimes they'll shut off the lights, especially with Dining in the Dead. There's certain areas that they want you to experience it in the dark, not because they're looking to scare the crap out of you, but because they're trying to desensitize you from the light so that you open yourself up, like that the box where you put the mirrors. What is it called again?
Devil's Box.
Yeah, where all you sit in the dark with your eyes covered and blindfolded in a room full of like mirror on mirror on mirror where you can't see anything, and then you actually see stuff.
Yeah. Well, it's like if you face two mirrors.
I would love to, Angelique. Sorry.
Every time. Okay, here's the thing. Every single time I have seen an apparition, it has been during the day. Kid you not.
You got to remember, they know us on our schedule. So if you're never home, then you were home for the pandemic, then you're experiencing them because you weren't home before. Now, say if you work nights, they're gonna be there at night. They try to be there when we're not. So again, it just depends on the location. But I would love to go investigating. Is anybody doing anything local to Massachusetts that I can drive down and go? I'm on a tight budget. That's it. Sensory deprivation, Amy. It's the one. It's the experiment where they do it all the time. They put you in a room and it's all black mirrors with no light. They blindfold you.
and it's shielded by.
Yeah,
It has blackout mirrors. I mean, blackout curtains, so there's no light being.
right.
Yeah,
There's a name for it. I don't know the names of it. Like
that's what it is. It's sensory
Rob,
deprivation.
Rob, Rob will be like, "Oh, you mean the Estes thing?" I'm like, "No, the thing where like I listen in one room and then somebody down the hall." He's like, "Yeah, that's what it's called." I'm like, "Oh, I didn't know
Yeah.
that was the Estes." Whatever.
Sherry wants to know any messages for Nana. It's weird. I'm
Sherry, did
more.
you make your Nana's cookies this year? Like, did you make something of hers that's her recipe? She's critiquing the baking.
We've been on for 2 hours already. Is this going to be like a 5-hour show?
No, 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 no. Yeah, so Sherry, she's critiquing the baking you did. So there's something of hers that you made, or she says you added too much. I don't know what it is. You added too much.
She said no.
That's awfully brazen. Like, seriously, Spirit. It's like Christmas Eve and Christmas Day for Christmas sake. You can't be critiquing people in their cooking. We're all stressed, man. Maybe we need more eggnog in our life, okay?
Trying to put on my
If you want
hoodie.
to figure out a way to do that here. Absolutely, Amy. Amy, we got to go investigating by you anyways. It's on my list. I got to bring Bestie with me. So you're 8 hours from...
In Ohio?
Yeah, I think she's 8 hours from PA, which makes it so it's in Bestie's 4 hours from me. So it's like a 12-hour drive there. So between me and Bestie, we can split it.
You can go
I made
OSR.
salted caramel chocolate chip cookies today. That's porn right there. That's food porn.
Yeah, we'll go to Georgia.
Let me say it again. She made salted caramel chocolate chip cookies. I bet you they're good warm, huh?
I want to go back to Savannah.
I want to go to Georgia. I don't get out much. I don't have a reason to get out much. I need a reason.
Georgia's are cheap because you fly into Atlanta, and that's a hub. So that's why are cheap. Fairly inexpensive.
Yeah, I've never been a world traveler. Thanks to meditation, I can now fly without freaking the hell out. So yeah, so it'll be something to try. I know I had a killer time in Nashville.
I mean, in Savannah, so maybe we can bunk it up.
We should. We should.
Yeah, so Delta, because that's Delta's like hub. So if you fly Delta,
I still want to go see Robert the Doll though, and I want to go down to Key West because there's a whole bunch of places down there. So.
Okay, this is what we got to do. Lisa, you and I are going to host a show. I'm going to get David back on the show with us, and we'll talk about Robert the Doll.
I love David. He's awesome.
And
he's such a nice energy.
I can also get oh my god!
I'll buy you a piece of key lime pie.
Wait, I can get Jeff Bollinger on here also, and we could all talk about David the Doll or Robert the Doll. With David and Jeff.
Really?
Yeah, no, I got to reach back on Jeff because I was talking to Jeff Bollinger not that long ago. So he said he'd be willing to come on the show. He was just really busy around October and November. So I can get Jeff to come on the show. And Jeff he's like he does a lot of adventures. Do you know? Yeah. Do you know who Jeff is?
I know I do, but I just can't place his face right now.
Anyway, so yeah, I can get I'll get Jeff on.
Listen, you guys got to understand, like, I'm not out there to make myself rich and famous by any means. I'm going because it has nothing to do with Ozzy Osbourne. It has nothing really to do with Dave. Okay. I love his energy, though. He is good. I want to go check out the pirate thing, too, in Lowell. Oh, no, Lynn.
Okay. I have a story. So Jack Osborne was
Russian
filming
deep
was
cakes.
filming.
Oh,
They were filming a. They were filming an episode at the hotel that I will be at next weekend. I will be there next weekend for New Year's. They were filming an episode at the hotel that I will be staying at in room 308, and Sharon fainted. I posted some things on my Facebook
wait, would that
on
be
my
the same that your friend passed out in the closet?
yeah,
Mm.
not the same room. It's a different room. Hold on one second.
Who's my favorite paranormal investigator? Probably Nikki Paranormal.
Hey, what's up?
I've investigated with her. She's also a producer.
Damn it.
Again, I haven't been to a lot of places to investigate. I usually do a lot of remote viewings. So to say who's my favorite paranormal investigator?
Rocco.
Mysteries of the Unexplained back in the 80s was how I got really into watching the shows.
Looked it up.
And as far as any current shows, I like the Ghost Brothers. I love Tennessee Rate Chasers.
Oh, they're all cool.
That's basically, I mean, that each one has its own aspect. Like I like certain individuals, but not necessarily the group they're part of.
No,
I don't
close.
care about them. I just think he's funny with the Ghost Bro. Yeah, exactly. I just think they're great guys. That's kind of how I am. I watch it for not for the reasons that I supposedly should be watching it for.
Yeah, I think everything's closed.
Plus, the Tennessee Rate Chasers are a little easy on the eyes. But I do want to check out
Unless you
Loretta Lynn's town that she owned.
Right.
I want to check that out. It was closed when I went to Nashville, but yeah. Listen, I don't look to be famous. I don't look to be rich. I've never done a Paracon, been to one, or worked at one. I don't want to see a 6-foot picture of me in a banner. I don't watch my own live feeds because it's creepy.
Oh, don't lie. Yes, you do.
No, I don't. Like,
Don't
the whole point is like,
bullshit.
so they'll know who you are. I know who I am. They're going to come by the table and be like, who are you? And I'm going to say, hey, have we met? I'm Lisa, the Purple Dahlia, not your
Okay,
average medium.
Wait. You never really said how we met.
We didn't
Yeah,
meet.
I'm okay. I'm just, my son was calling me. I use my phone as a camera. So there's that. And everything's fucking closed. Fucking every single Del Taco that is open 24 are closed.
Yes, Kathy's. I know all about Mackey's in Kentucky. A friend of mine was going to investigate, and I advised him not to. And there's a specific reason because I knew something was going to happen. I explained it to him. And being former special forces, they heeded my warning. It wasn't like they're going to tempt fate. Bob Mackey's is a very unique place in the fact that they really know how to get under your skin. They really do. I haven't been Bob Mackey's place, like, because that evil, like, it does, like, some places you go that are evil, and it's sort of like there's a mutual respect. Like, you don't go and poke in the bear, and they're not going to poke you, right? But Bob Mackey's, you don't even have to be in the damn building. People get sick and vomit from just being down the road from there. It's a hot spot. Why? I don't know what makes it amplified. I don't even know if I'd go in. I mean, as much as I want to, I don't know if I'd go in.
So
it's a hot spot. Why?
There might be echo. So just give me a
second. Daylight coming. I get to eat some cookies.
All right. Fuck, I'm so fucked up.
Kathy, is it really the devil? I don't think it's the devil himself. Like, I don't think it's Satan. First of all, Satan doesn't like competition. He likes to be in the king of his castle. That doesn't mean that he's the only demonic. There's a bunch of other ones. But I also go in not to kick a hornet's nest. I sort of go in and even want their opinion. Like, can you just tell me what it's like from your point of view that you know, do people come in and you know that they're really evil and like you want them? And they always look at me funny and they're like, you really want to know this? I'm like, yeah. And they're like, You're not, do you know what the story of the place is? I'm like, no, but I'm not looking to get harmed either. I just want to come in and get your story.
Right.
That's all. And I agree, though. One night's not enough. I really do like that program that's on, like, I think Netflix, which is the 28 days where they stay for 28 days. I think that in an ideal world, you'd like to have that much time, but realistically, even if you get 3-4 days, I think that that's a pretty significant thing. Because one night you want just to meet them. The second night, you want to get really to know the layout of the place. The third night, trigger objects. And the fourth night, you sort of want to like hone into specific questions. I saved, yeah. My smudge is a liquid smudge, and it's held up to some of the most evil investigations that some investigators have been on. I've sent it out to have them test it. And it covers everything. So you don't have to be like, oh, I'll bring the San Paulo. It's got everything you need in it. And it's also safe for animals and children. I don't think I drink it, but it's not going to bother them if you spray it. And it smells good.
She was sipping the Kool-Aid. That's Lisa's thing. She likes to sip the Kool-Aid.
I don't sip the Kool-Aid. What's a limp? Does that say limp or imp?
What?
The limps. What's the limps?
Oh, imps. Imps.
I'm a natural born psychic medium, so I don't have the lingo that everybody else does, so I might call it something else. Like, I can read objects. I didn't know that was called psychometry. And when a psychic medium in England, UK, told me that, I'm like, oh my God, I have psychometry. She's like, yeah. I'm like, is it contagious? Like, I didn't know what she was talking about. Imps meaning, let's see.
Penny for your thought. What?
Plural. A small, mischievous devil or sprite. Yeah, I lived with the sprite. He was not. Yeah.
Elementals. In other words.
Yeah, elementals. Well, sprites are different. Sprites are kind of like that cross between a fairy and a troll. And they, first of all, they like to drink. They like a lot of booze, and they like things like brown bread, cookies. So if you left a shot glass with this much alcohol in it by the morning, it will be completely gone, and you'll see crumbs from if you left bread next to it. Because if you want to give them an option, that's how you tell if you get a brownie or a Sprite. Sprites are little mischievous little mofos. Sassy little ones too. They think they're all that in a bag of chips, and you really want to just say, can't you clean up your mess and stop tormenting my cats? They'll eat you.
Penny for my thought. Yeah, I'm pretty buzzed right now.
I want some hate the burning sage. Oh, I sell it. I do sell it. I do. And I have it in small, what was that ringing?
It's my little
Pop-Tart alarm?
My little Pop-Tart alarm.
Don't forget the thin tarts. The thin tarts are the new ones. They're so good. I did tonight and don't really drink. Well, as long as you aren't driving, we're good. I did, Debbie. I asked her if it was contagious. I was freaking out because I'd never heard of it. And she goes, you didn't know you could do that? I'm like, no, I didn't know it had a name. And she's like, oh, that's right. She goes, you're natural born. I said, yeah. She goes, oh, that's very unique in itself. I'm like, okay. Yes, and I make it all by myself. Believe it or not, it's not made by a factory, so I'm hand making it. So I try to make a new batch, and I make a bulk batch. But my stuff's super strong, so you can actually add more water to it if you want. And if you have issues, there's ways to kick it up, but it's really strong in itself, and it smells really good. Also removes hockey funk from clothes or equipment, so you can put a couple of drops in the washing machine.
What?
Yeah.
What?
I have to get some. Will be okay for mom because. Yeah, listen, you can't remove spirits just because you smudged. You have to have the intent to remove them in order for that. Like, you have to say what your desire is. Like, I'm going to remove your ass. And you're going to go.
Oh, my God.
It won't do that. when I do smudges for houses, I don't remove all the spirits. I only remove the nuisance ones. And I know some people will just remove all of them because that's how they do it. I don't. You can go to Purple Dahlia Medium, type it
Give me
in, and then message the page, and
no onion.
Bestie, my admin, will
Yep,
figure
no
it out.
onion.
Like I need your address.
Um, extra
Depending on
sauce.
the size jars, I can get the bottles because they come with the spray. I have to get more, but
Diet Coke.
I love the excuse that they're giving. Oh, like the pandemic. The pandemic was like 2 freaking years ago, dude. Like, get more supplies in. So
Okay.
sometimes I can get them, but they have to be glass, so that means I have to charge more. Other times I can get them in the black plastic, which means whatever I get for deal, I sort of pass it on. I'm not outrageous. I'm not the cheapest person. I'm like a little above that, but I'm not the most expensive. And some of these people, I've heard what they're charging, and you're not even
What?
getting a free reading with that.
What?
What?
Fuck people and their overcharging bullshit.
Damn. Listen, I'm saying if you're going to charge $6,000, you should probably throw in a free reading for the owner. That's all I'm saying. And I've actually had family
6,000?
members that have booked readings with well-known TV psychics, and waited 2 years to get a reading because they were on a wait list. And then they said they got more out of me in 20 minutes than they did out of them for the entire hour.
But there's people that like to have sex with ghosts or spirit, I should say, and they're so fucking fake. I wouldn't even, just saying, just saying.
I am not that psychic. In case you're wondering, he's not referring to me. No.
I'm referring to. Hold on,
Beep.
hold on.
Try having a son that tells people he's Lilith Morningstar.
I'm talking about fucking Patty Negri.
Both of my adult sons
I
have
said
abilities.
it out loud. So if you can read lips, then you will
My
know.
daughter-in-law
I
has
said.
abilities also.
I will say it again. Fucking Patty Negri. Okay, so if you can read lips, then you can figure out who I just said.
Can you read my lips? Yeah, I'm not that one. I don't even want to know. Like, the fact that they did that and some woman married a spirit, which is, I guess, is illegal in the United Kingdom. The fact that you had to come up with a law that says it's illegal, I have questions. I have lots of questions. Karma will catch up with them, absolutely. I don't pretend to be anything that I'm not. I don't.
My lips, Deb.
I don't.
You read my lips.
I don't go around saying like, oh, well, I've done this, this, and this. But then when somebody needed something, you say, okay, I don't show up for like 2 minutes. Other people do that. I like to observe before I do anything else. So I'm not the one dressed up in the professional black sweatshirt that says, hey, I'm a psychic, because everybody knows it makes you a better psychic and a better investigator. Not. They do it for the night vision cameras, because if you wear a light colored, it looks like you're a floating head. How do I know that? Because I'm the fool that did it. Because why are you wearing that? Because it's a sweatshirt. Why don't you have a black one on? Because I wore the white one. Why? Now I know why. It has nothing to do with any of that.
You guys fucking nailed it. You guys fucking nailed it. So they read my lips on who I was talking about.
Listen, as a person, I'm very polite to her. She's very polite to me.
Well,
I'm not in competition with other psychic mediums either. We don't rip people down. We build them up.
Okay.
So when you hear, what's that thing? Paraunity? That's crap.
That is crap.
They usually stab you in the back.
Here's the thing. So
yeah, exactly, Jennifer. Exactly.
So I was hanging out. So I'm good friends with. I'm not gonna. Well,
too late. You are spilled tea and you left it hot and burning, and you burned everybody's lap. Now that it's spilled on, is the UK?
Oh, I did say that one.
The new pandemic. It's starting over in Europe.
I didn't say it loud and clear. It freaking came. No, it didn't. Anyway.
So hold on a second. Sherry's asking a question. It's a woman who married a spirit who was a pirate. who had to
Was
go to open waters to have it be legal, but I'll just have you know they
his
did an
name Brian
update.
Clune?
He dumped
Was
her.
his name Brian Clune?
He dumped her.
Wayne's gonna laugh at that one. Anyway, um, you did hear it? Oh my god, are you
No,
fucking?
she's read what Rachel has as a comment. So I guess this is not assless chap weather, I guess. Unless you get chapstick.
Oh my
I
god,
have a
no, it
second.
didn't come
Okay,
out
this
loud.
the
And you guys are
woman that I
fucking with me.
spoke to that told me I had psychometry. I don't remember her name because she was on a live feed, but she's got blonde hair and she's like super pretty.
No, she's not pretty. The person I'm talking about is
No,
not pretty.
I said the psychic that I talked to that said I had psychometry.
No, you were talking
And
about
she's on all these like paranormal things that get played on Saturday. I don't want to say the name. Yeah, I only believe in building people up. There's no reason for that much negativity. There's too much negativity in the world as it is. I would just rather be honest and say what I mean. No, it wasn't April. I said she's over in the United Kingdom. April's from New Jersey.
the older lady is who we're talking about. Anyway, so I'm friends with Chris Fleming. So Chris was like, "Hey Rob, why don't you go over there and talk to so and so?" And I was like, "Are you serious, Chris?" And he was like, "Yeah, just go over there and talk to her." And I was like,
Beep.
"Dude, are you serious?" And he's like, "Dude, just go over there and talk to her." And I was like, "All right." So I went over there, was talking to her, and she was like, "Oh, hi," and blah, blah, blah. Just putting on her little fangs and talking, whatever. And then as soon as a camera crew came over, she fucking turned it on.
Beep.
And it was like, oh my God, she is so fucking fake. And then the cameras went away and then she was back to normal. And it was like, she just turns it on cue as soon as cameras are on. And it's like, she is like
Listen,
so fake.
that's her bread and butter.
I
But
know. I get it.
again, listen, if you're gonna sell rocks that you've painted yourself, they probably shouldn't look like you had a preschooler to do it. They should probably be worth the money. You also shouldn't announce to people whether or not you got panties on. That's a little much. I'm just
Yeah,
saying.
I know.
Keep it
Yeah.
classy, not assy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I mean, Chris is such a great guy. I mean, I just fucking love Chris.
Listen,
I mean,
and not to say that we don't have the most disgusting humor, but if we're working with dark subject matter, we need something to lighten it up.
yeah.
And I don't know about you, Rob, but I'm not that person that gets super offensive. Like, you know what I
No.
mean? Like, I don't get offended by stuff because a lot of times, like, somebody called me darling yesterday, and then he retracted. He's like, oh my God, I didn't mean to be offensive. I go, did you mean to offend me? He goes, no. And I go, so what are you worried about? He goes, oh, well, some women. I'm like, okay, as long as you didn't mean it in a nasty way, I'm good with it. Like, dude, thank you for fixing my car.
I know. I mean, like Chris, I mean, if you get to know Chris on a personal level, he's like such the nice.
Exactly.
He is such an amazing person. I just love Chris. No, he was, and that's the thing is he was like, "Hey Eric," because Chris Chris watches, or my friend Eric watches Chris's cats when he's gone.
That's
Anyway,
nice.
so Chris, he reached out to Eric and he said, "Hey, is Hernandez coming down?" And Eric's like, "Yeah, he should be down here." And then Eric was calling me and said, "Hey, Chris wants you to stop by his booth when you're down here." So he's like, "When are you going to be down?" So I could tell Chris when you're going to be here. And I was like, "Tell him I'll be there soon." So he's like, "Dude, are you almost here?" Chris keeps on asking if you're almost here. And I was like, "Yeah, I'll be there soon." And that's actually, so Chris's booth was across from that other person's booth. And this is a convention in LA. So I get there and Chris was, he gives me a big hug and he's like, "Dude, it's good to see you." And then we just sat down and we started talking. We started talking shop, basically. And then that's when he was like bugging me. He was like nudging me, Rob, go over there and talk to her. It's like,
The
dude, no,
closest I've come to two
no.
paracons was one that was held on the USS Salem, but it wasn't at a good week for me. And then the other one was Maine, but they had the Maine one held in New York. So how is it the Maine paracon if you're holding it in New York? I'm a little confused.
Yeah, Eric snores.
This girl, if you lived here, it's honey, baby jealousy. Listen, the only person that has ever called me darling or sweetheart and it wasn't taken offensively was Tip O'Neill, the politician. And he was a really nice guy. I used to see him in church and stuff. But yeah, I don't take it. Listen, I'm not that person that takes offense. If they mean it in a nice way and not like some disgusting, dirty way, okay. I'll take a sweet
All right.
compliment. It's hard
So
enough to find a compliment.
all right. So Jen's asking about the Queen Mary. So Queen Mary just reopened up, and we were just talking about this last.
What about the Warren Museum? Are they opening up again?
The what?
The Warren Museum in Connecticut.
Don't even get me started on the Warrens. Anyway, so
I'm just saying at Lorraine's grave, I talked to Lorraine. It was definitely her.
don't even get me started on the Warrens. Anyway, so the Queen Mary, yes, is reopening up, and I would love to do something
Exactly,
again.
Rachel.
I have so much stuff. I mean, we have so much. We can get around that ship, no problem. We know all the back doors on that damn ship. So yes, if you guys want to all come out to the Queen Mary, let's fucking do it. That'd be amazing.
How much does
And
it cost to go on?
if you have a room, it's nothing. It's free.
Oh, you get to stay there?
Yeah.
Okay.
We'll book.
I don't know.
I can book. There's a few rooms that I know that are haunted, but I can book one of the suites, and we can have a party in that suite because it's big enough to, host at least 20 people in the little living room area.
Holy crap! Really?
Yeah, I mean that's what we've
Dude.
done. We've Wayne came out to my birthday parties a couple of times, right, Wayne? You were there for at least one of them.
I didn't get invited. Is there a theme? Like,
Oh,
is it
we
like
did.
going to be like an 80s theme?
No, we did a 20s theme. So we were
Ooh, I love the 20s.
all the guys were dressed in bow ties and a vest, and yeah,
All the
it was
ladies had flappers on.
yeah, and then girls would have flappers on. Yep, it was so much fun. You see, Wayne was there.
Mr. Poe, again, everything is like, hurry up and wait. So say the night that I go, we might get no activity. And then the night Rob goes, they get tons of activity. And then we all go on the third night. And we may have hot spots and cold spots. It just depends on spirit. A lot of it, I like to say, is a full moon, too.
All right, ladies, would you guys, if we do have another party on the Queen Mary, would you guys like to dress in flappers and guys dress in bow ties and vests, like 20s attire? That was so much fun. That theme party was so much fun.
Are we going to do some TikTok videos?
Oh, we can do whatever we want.
Okay. We should do some karaoke, too. Hey.
Yeah, everybody was at the OB bar, so that's an observation bar.
Mister, she's my baby now.
Oh, we did an investigation while we were all at the OB bar getting fucking hammered.
What's an OB bar?
It's called the observation bar. So basically, it's up on top where you can see above the bow of the ship, and then you can
You mean the captain's perch?
No, that's above it.
Oh.
So above it. So if you go up, you'll be up in the bridge.
Gotcha.
It's such an amazing ship.
I'm down.
I think we should do it. I know a few people
we definitely need to make t-shirts so we can sell them. Why aren't we going to have it? When can we have a paranormal consortium? You know all the people that we can trust with this, because I do feel like that thing's going to happen soon, and then We're going to need to discuss it.
Let's fucking do it. We need to plan something. If you guys are all down to come down, the rooms, let me check.
Exactly, Julie. Like, I would love to travel to these places. I'd love to travel and just meet you guys because I do feel like you're family to us.
I think that I know at one point there may be 140 ish. Depends
Per,
on the time.
per room or like per person in the room. That's what
No, per room.
hey.
I'm looking up right now. I know the room that I
like
booked was
like going a little cheap might be fun too.
no. I mean, the room that I booked was a little
Good night,
pricey.
Melissa. Merry Christmas. And if I don't see you within the next week, have a very happy new year. The year 2023 will be really good for everybody. I promise. Bunk up. Exactly.
They
For
don't
those
have any.
for those that are sleeping.
They're not doing any rooms of it yet, so not yet. I know the room that I booked was like 500 a night, something like that. But I did it because of a party. I think it was like 500.
Yeah, I don't have that kind of budget right now.
No, no, I know, but the
I
regular
just don't
rooms
have
were.
let me rephrase that. I don't usually have that kind of budget, period, but
No, I think that there were 179, but that's for a double.
should
I
we
think that.
start off with something a little easier, like maybe Vegas
Well,
off the strip?
Vegas, wait, Vegas would be cheap. Vegas would be very
Ooh,
inexpensive. I should.
Summerfest of Live Paranormal Gathering. There is one in Cincinnati every year that sells out. Oh, Live Paranormal goes to Cincinnati?
Maybe
I don't think so. I haven't heard of them going to Cincinnati.
not.
You might be talking a live paranormal group, but not live paranormal. Come
Rob
down
would.
to Western Australia. We have some awesome haunted jails and places. Yes, they've been doing some stuff on there on the TV deb about Australia.
No, Rob. I know Rob used to do something in Ohio, but
It's
not in Cincinnati.
Ohio, and it was the elementary school because he asked me to go a couple of times, and I'm like, "That's a long ass drive, buddy."
Go a few times also.
Yeah,
Not.
I'm not
In
a psychic that has no agenda when I go to these things, so I'm always like, "That's a long drive by myself." Yeah, and I can usually never get anybody to come with me. We all go to Vegas and get married. Ooh, I don't think you can anymore. I think they stopped it. That marriage, like, I think they stopped it. I think you have to have like you have to get it at the town hall. You can't just go drive through it anymore.
No, you do have to get your marriage license first,
But
and
I
then you.
do know that they supposedly have wedding cake all night, so you can get a slice of wedding cake.
Well, we can.
Everything
We
in
can.
Ohio is haunted. Hi, I'm from Massachusetts. Everything out here is haunted too.
I know that we did. We have talked about Vegas. Why don't we fucking just do Vegas? Because Queen Mary, I don't know when they're going to open up rooms. I know that they're going to allow tours, but maybe not the
Well,
rooms. As
I'm just saying Vegas would be a nice tester site to see
maybe
how well.
you know what 2024 we can plan my birthday again on the Queen Mary.
Okay, so hold on. We want 2024 for Queen Mary. 20.
But we can do Vegas whenever you guys want to do Vegas. I can get us free rooms as long as it's during the week.
Yeah, why not? During the week's usually better anyways. Isn't it cheaper and easier to fly?
Yeah, and I could get us. I have enough rooms for. We can host a bunch of people.
Okay. So now we just have to get t-shirts and stuff.
T-shirts.
Listen,
What?
listen, I'm having sweatshirts made, but I'm just warning you, they're not black. I bet you can't figure out what freaking color they're going to be, right?
They're going to be purple.
Woo! Yes, of course, my favorite color. I thought
The
I'd do them
30th.
in bright. I thought I'd do them in bright colors and then put, "Shh, I'm the psychic. Can you see me now?" My
Mount
birthday is
Wilson.
the third. My birthday is February 2nd. What day is that on this year?
Wait, Jen, your birthday is in January. Oh, wait a minute. I'm so fucking stupid.
Hold on. Rob, yours is the 16th? No, yours is
21st.
the
21st.
21st. Yeah, because that's what last year we were doing the SK. I did the SK Pierce Mansion.
I'm an Aquarius also. Mine's the
What's
24th.
the birth date? I'm turning 54. What are you turning?
I'm not going to say.
30
You have
again.
to guess. You guys have to guess.
My birthday is my birthday falls on a Wednesday. Yeah. I just have to be home by the 3rd because I'm going to see Anthrax. Somebody got me tickets for my birthday.
Anthrax.
Not my husband, my son. Yeah.
When's mine fall?
Is that the big one, Rob, in 2024? The big concert in 2024 is the 2-night Metallica concert, separated by one day.
Mine's on Saturday. Whoop, whoop.
You lucky bastard.
Whoop, whoop.
Yeah, mine's on a Wednesday.
How old I'm turning.
Hey, but mine's on Way Out Wacky Wet Wednesday.
You're
So
only
there you go.
now.
I give a name for every day of the week. So this Taco Tuesday.
I could have swore you were a lot younger, Jen. I'm sorry. Whoop, whoop.
Whoop. Yeah, I'm shy.
I'm turning
I'm
46.
a wallflower. Okay.
Whoop, whoop.
I'm turning a whole 54.
I'm turning 46.
I got genes older than my kids.
That's what Rachel says. I'm turning 46. Whoop, whoop.
Okay. Aries. Now I'm Aquarius. I'm an Aquarius. My husband's an Aquarius. My future daughter-in-law is Aquarius. I have a Taurus and a Gemini, and then I don't know what my son's wife is. I don't know what Lou is. I'll have to ask her tomorrow.
Guys, I gotta pee.
Thanks for letting us know. You gonna flood?
I'm just saying.
All right, do you want to step out and use the facilities?
I gotta go use a bush.
Okay, go use the bush. Go try not to pee on your neighbors.
No, I gotta use a tree with elemental. I knew she was gonna do that. I'd go pee on the tree with elements.
Elements a little. We should totally get you guys down here to investigate the Bridgewater Triangle, though. Burning bush break? Yowzo. If your bush is burning, may I suggest you see a doctor? I'm just saying, if it's burning, there might be something wrong.
You got a burning.
You only have one chance to fix that.
Oh, you're gonna make me snort.
Debbie says, Rob, go do dust suppression. Taurus,
oh my
Moon,
God,
Aquarius. Yeah, my mother was a Taurus, and my oldest is a Taurus.
Great balls of fire.
Pretty much. And they both have abilities, so.
Oh my God, you guys are fucking making me laugh so hard. My ribs are gonna hurt.
Ooh, it's an ice ball.
Oh my God. All right, I gotta go.
You go
I'll
pee.
be there.
You go pee. Let's see. Oh, okay. Yeah. Anybody have any other questions they want to ask me? I don't have to be personally to you, but like in general, if you have any questions about psychic mediums, investigating equipment, why I crochet. Needless to say, I don't think I'm going to be doing my show tonight, Sunday at 9. We'll have to see how I'm feeling then. Well, you said you're an empath. Basically, everybody starts off as an empath when we have our awakening. So there is a chance. Do you have a lot of deja vu? Do you have a lot of you know things and you can't possibly know things? Like, because I don't Google places that I go to other than the address.
Jen, you
Wait,
have
what?
ability.
Hold
Sure.
on. Wait a minute. What's this? Karen, what are you saying? I just came on. Are you a psychic? Yes, I am. I'm a psychic medium. I'm a natural born psychic medium from Fitchburg, Massachusetts. My name is Lisa. I'm known as the Purple Dahlia, not your average medium. There is. It's not going to be like a variant of the one that we're dealing with now. This one has more like fever blisters. Spirit said that we're going to need to drink a lot more water, so replenish all your stash that you've been using. It's already taken place within the military for a fact, and I also know that some hospitals have already notified their staff. I can't say why I know this, but I know this firsthand.
Yeah, Rachel,
I like to say I'm 85% or better, but other people will tell you I'm way better than that. And again, the only way I know how well I'm doing is if you people tell me how well I'm doing. Rob, I've done readings for you. How accurate would you say I am?
Oh, she's very accurate. So she did a reading for my mom. Is she 100% accurate? So basically, my stepdad would buy my mom not any. She
Excuse me.
he would buy only her yellow roses, and my mom or Lisa asked my mom, "So what's up with the yellow roses?" And my mom was like, her just eyes just like bulged out. And then she said, "Yeah, my husband would only buy me yellow roses."
Mind you,
And
I've never met his mother. She was just passing by, and when I was talking to him, and they're like, "Oh, hi, how are you?" I'm like, "Oh, what's with this?" And he's like, "What?" I'm like, "Yeah, sorry. I
yeah,
don't mean to do it. It just happens, and I don't go up to people in the supermarket." So usually, I tell people if they book a reading, if I need to know who else is going to be there because that could affect the price. Because 9 times out of 10, the reading isn't just for that one person; it's for everybody that's in the room. Do
yeah,
you think that some places are positive, others are negative for some? Yes. There's
yeah.
some people that just love misery and they love to thrive off of people being nasty and negative. Sorry.
See, that's the thing is like with what we were talking about earlier is I pick up on people that have more of a
Dark side.
where I need to help them, or they have a lot of pain in their life, a lot of misery, and
But
I'm a
you're also at the beginning of your beginning of your major journey where I was forced with this when I was younger. So you know what I mean? Like I didn't really have a choice. You I wonder if it's different though, like where because I'm a natural born, I wonder if because I had it at an early age, am I different than people that are just going through it now? I don't know. There really isn't a lot of study that's being done on us. Like, and I don't want to be blown up with electrodes and poking and peeling stuff like that. I just want to like know.
so there's
Right.
no
Absolutely,
okay.
Rachel.
So if you're a palm reader, if you look at my palm, you can see that prominent M. That prominent M means I'm a healer. If you look it up, and
You're right.
I have done this to other psychics, and they're like, "Holy shit! I have never seen an M that prominent on anybody." And but if you look at my palm, you'll see that prominent M, and it's very prominent. On my right hand, it's not so much, but on my left, it's
I
very.
will I will say that everybody that has abilities right now, we're all getting almost like a checkup. So in 2023, we're either going to get a new ability or they're going to take one that we're not really great at and they're going to allow us to open up a lot more for that. And no, I don't know which one because I don't know what one I'm getting either because I've asked and they just sort of laughed at me like, oh, you're cute. Let's see, hold on. I was told I was an old woman spirit when I was a child and it scared me and I shut it down. Oh, I'm sorry, honey. I had somebody that did my past life all the way back to the West, like, the Wild West. That was as far as I had them go, and it explains so much because I, as a general, don't like fire, not even fireworks, sparklers, none of that stuff. But I had died in many fires, and like he's like, "Are you okay with that?" And I'm like, "Well, no, not really." I'm like, "What was I too stupid to see the exit sign or something?" Like, hello. And he said, "No, I had been locked in a few times. I've lived through the 20s, so it's helpful because the second I found out why I didn't like fire, it went away. Like no longer did like seeing a sparkle or whatever put like, palpitations in my now I was okay with it. Like it makes sense. But I do feel like each time we come back, it's to learn something. And if we haven't learned to deal with it, it carries on into our next life and our next life, etc.
Right.
And the M is also popular on certain cats. If you'll notice, certain cats have an M, and those are usually the ones that are much more in tune or can sense spirits. I have two that have
Yeah,
M's.
the one on my right hand, I mean, I still do have it, but the one on my left is very, very, very prominent. And the funny thing is my friend's mom she's also Native American, as am I.
As am I.
When she set me down and she told me that my great great grandfather was a medicine man, as did Joni White Buffalo, um,
I love
I was
Joni.
like, I was blown away. And I said, "You're not the first one that has told me that." Um, and anyway, so then, I started doing more and more research, and then I talked to people, and they, people in my family, and they told me the same thing. Um, and it was just really weird. And then just with everything that, I have done, with everything that I have picked up on, and how very caring I am with people, with just how I am as a person, and it's just prominent with me. And they said, "You're a healer." And then when she grabbed my hand and looked at it, she was like, "Oh my God." And she was like, "I didn't even look at your palms yet. I just read you, and and I was still, what, I was 12 years old, and this lady's doing this." And I was like kind of freaked out. And she told me, she started asking me about abilities, and I started telling her things. And she was like, "Oh, you're a natural. You're born with this gift." And it freaked me out, because this is when I started figuring out, because I've through my whole life I would experience apparitions. I've seen apparitions. I'd go into a haunted location, and I would get this overwhelming anxiety feeling, and it would scare me, and I would run out of the building and said, "I'm not going in there." People, and then I was going to therapy because my parents thought I was afraid of the dark, because I would always turn on lights and run out of a room because I was feeling that anxiety feeling, because I knew the house was, any location was haunted. And they just thought, "He's afraid of the dark." No, that wasn't what it was.
We
As I
wish it
got
was just that simple.
exactly. So, and like what I was telling Lisa, it's like people with abilities hate basements. They hate basements. They
Oh
hate
my
attics.
God.
They hate basements. They hate attics, because that's where most of the energy is stored. But now, because of I knew what I've been dealing with for my whole life, I used to, the building I'm in right now, I could not step foot into this building until, I want to say, and I used to live in this house by myself. Um, I used to hate stepping foot in this building until I was probably in my 30s, maybe early 40s, where I wouldn't come in this room by myself. And now look, I'm sitting in here doing a show here, and I feel comfortable, because it took me that long to feel comfortable being in this location. I used to even hate stepping foot in the house. And I lived in that house by myself when I was 17 years old until I was like 18, almost 19 years old. I lived in this house by myself. So yeah, it was crazy.
So
But you get comfortable with it.
empaths can like, so the difference between an empath and a psychic is an empath will tell you that you have a broken bone. A psychic will go and point exactly where the crack is. But when you know you're a healer, you can't walk by and ignore somebody that needs help. You can't.
Exactly. No.
It is like trying to fight off the need for breathing. So you know when you do have that ability. We also know that other than the basement and the stuff, like we can walk into a room. It's kind of like, you know, when somebody's been fighting, like mom and dad are fighting, they're going to get divorced, and you walk into the room and everything's like too quiet. You can just sense it. That happens. But also, like, we pick up things that we wouldn't. Like I said, deja vu is another thing, but the deja vu is like a really, it's like the strongest deja vu you've ever had in your life, but it keeps happening. I can read animals, and I know this because the first time I realized I could do it, my cat had brought home a duck, not this cat, when I was younger. And I knew right away what was wrong with the duck. The duck had no food. It was like walking weird and stuff. So we gave it food and water. And then we get another cat that brought animals in. So, and now I have two cats that see spirits. Actually, my dogs see spirits too, but Rita doesn't like them. What does that say? Would love to know who's around me. My son bought a house and I moved in, and things have been going on. Okay. Have them take some pictures. If there's activity, have them take some pictures, or you're gonna have to tell me what it is you're feeling. Is it like in the bedroom? Like, I need something a little bit more specific. It's when we talk about like what's going on in a house for activity and stuff, you're really best to do it off air, because again, this is public. I think I'm going to be giving out the address with the crying boy over your shoulder. What's the matter with the picture of the little boy behind Rob?
The little boy.
Yeah.
There's if you go to our private page, there's a posting on it. You can read up on it. There's a just go read the story.
I don't see it. Let's see.
Sorry guys,
Sherry says, I have one cat that does and always watching for. Yeah, it's weird when you see a cat being patted by a spirit, and it's a lot to take in. It's just a lot. You saved a bumblebee? Oh, nice. I'm allergic to bees. You're seeing shadows. Okay. Again, there are things that you can do, but I don't remove all the spirits. I don't bleach it. I will remove just the ones that are annoying. But you're going to have to come to terms, or he's going to have to come to terms, because it's his castle, his serenity, his sanctuary. Do you pass pets? Yes. I have animals that come up and down my hall all night long. So I have a rule that there's no spirits in my bedroom or my bathroom, obviously, because I need to have my own sanctuary, my own serenity, like off limits, a place to decompress. But we have a couple of portals in my house, and one of them's at the end of the hall. And the only people that don't follow the rules are no spirits in the bedroom or bathroom are my mother, children, and pets spirits. My mother's passed on, but she likes to mess with my radio when I'm in the shower, because I play it at full volume, of course. His eyebrow raised. Rob's eyebrow or the child's eyebrow?
the child's eyebrows.
I
Gabby,
can't
nor did I.
help you there, because I'm old and I can't really see the eyebrows on the child. The basement in Virginia freaks me out. Yeah. My cat and I are connected since my children are gone. We are grieving together, and she's always with me. Oh, I'm sorry, honey.
Sorry guys, I'm
Yeah.
eating.
Your cat is your familiar then. This is how I imagine spending. This is not how I imagine spending Christmas Day. Well, ho, 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 Deb. Do you
Well,
want me to say it sexy? Merry Christmas. The deja vu is
Deb, I'm
like,
glad
I
that
have
we're
lived
spending
like this
Christmas
before.
together.
Yeah.
How
Should
far
I
does
take the picture at a certain time of the day? No. If you're feeling activity, snap 3 photos right away. Click, click, click on your phone. My paternal grandparents had a house on Long Island, and one of the rooms that weren't used and was hidden away always felt threatening to me since I was little. Jesus. Do you have a picture of the room? It feels like there's a spirit there that doesn't want anybody in there. Were they the original owners of the house? It's itching. It's because I had my cat on my lap earlier. Veterans Administration Hospital, okay. Plus objects lifting up and dropping. The spirit's trying to get your attention. Now, whether that's to dismiss you or get your attention for, like, because you can help them, I don't know. But anytime things are moving, click, 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 3 rapid photos. Or you can get one of those cameras that you install in your house, like the kind you use to communicate with your pets while you're at work, that kind of thing, and do that. I have, Nancy Hurst says, I have an annoying neighbor who hums all day, evening and nights too. I've complained and he was told to stop. For a while, I still heard him or think I did even if I wasn't home. I'm wondering if I'm hearing, did you have your hearing checked? If you're wondering if you're hearing stuff and you're wondering if you're nuts, go have your hearing checked. Rule it out.
No.
But I will say that if you're going to see a therapist, there are specific therapists that work specifically with empaths and psychic mediums. Those are the ones I go to first. Debbie Barker says, for those not aware, I live in Australia and it's already Sunday afternoon. Did I miss tea time? We can call it woo 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 Wednesday. No, I find my stuff being moved around too. I associate this with my dad. Always had the keys. Yeah, sometimes they do just to be jerks, funny jerks, but jerks. My grandparents died and the property sold 30 years ago. Room had pink walls, if I remember right. Is there a picture of the room? Do you believe in back? Okay, there's not one piece of soil that isn't tainted in some way. You gotta remember each generation. So we had Native Americans, we had Civil War, we had all this stuff. It stays with the land. It's like a layer cake. But is somebody specifically cursed? Not too often. Although people say that they feel that they're cursed, in those specific cases, they haven't been. Only one has really had a curse on them, and that was not even for something that they did. That was something that 6 or 7 generations behind them had caused. But there's things that you can do.
Hold on. Going back to Nancy. Nancy, I feel like somebody's trying to get your attention. I don't know if it's a message that the person that hums is trying to get your message, but there's something more behind that they're trying to get your attention.
You need to take a closer look, and here's my suggestion, especially when you have, this also applies to dreams, people, okay? There's usually a pattern we're not seeing, but if you write everything down and journal it for, say, at least 7 to 10 days, you will see a pattern. If you didn't identify the pattern, don't worry about it. Spirit will force it down your throat. So just keep plugging away at it, and it should become visible to you. As far as like pictures and stuff, let me know. Don't send the picture till I request it, because I don't want to be like cheating, okay? Because I like to have a nice clean reading. But yeah, there's something is specifically in it, especially with that room. That room, I'm getting. She's not a nice person. Listen, sometimes us women, when we get older, we get a little crusty. And I'm gonna say she probably was the matriarch of the family, and she dictated a lot of stuff to be done. She's just very unhappy at the end. And absolutely, Deb, it can have residual energy and imprints. And sometimes they overlap, and then each generation or each situation of the land that was tainted a certain way may have conflict. A lot of people have spirits turn up and like, well, there's never been any deaths on my property. Was there a car accident or a train wreck within like a 3-mile radius? Yeah, well, it might be that. Last time I was there with my brother, I said we need to get out now. I have an old pick of the house though. I need to dig it. Okay, absolutely. Julie, I help people in the paranormal community, especially if they're like investigators and whatnot. I'm more than happy to lend my services as much as I can to help people. So don't be afraid to just like shoot me a message and be like, hey, Lisa, do you have 10 or 20 minutes? If I have 10 or 20 minutes, that's great. If I don't respond, it usually means that I'm in a reading. That's all. That's all it means. But I do get back to everybody eventually, me or one of my admins does.
She ignores everybody. Anyway, so real quick, if anybody wants to join our private group, click on the link below. Send me an invite request, and I will accept the invites.
Like the feed, follow the feed, turn your notifications on, subscribe. That's Live Paranormal on Facebook, Live Paranormal on YouTube and TikTok. You can follow the Parawakening on YouTube, Facebook, and didn't you say Instagram?
No, just
no.
No.
So just Facebook and YouTube.
Yep.
Okay, you can follow me, Lisa the Purple Dahlia. Not your average medium. Just put Purple Dahlia Medium up in your search bar, whether it's TikTok, YouTube, or Facebook, and subscribe. What's to say, Rachel? If the land is negative, bury black obsidian, all 4 corners, 11%. Yes, I can totally tell you what you need to do if you think you can. If you think you can handle it. If I can't give you a process and what you need to do, then you might not be able to handle it. I won't know until I talk to you. And I have many clients that own my liquid smudge. That's a good base point for trying to fix this. And some had to order some stuff in. But if I have to, I'm pretty sure I know some people that I can get like a kit together. It's just not going to be done overnight. Have patience. Patience makes it more affordable. You're so welcome.
Patience is a virtue.
And she left with sympathy years ago. I hear they're happy now in Acapulco.
What?
Patience and sympathy. They moved out, went to Acapulco. That's what I told my kids. Okay, it's the truth. They left. Sayonara. Now, how about I choose 3 cards before we end the show? Because it's now 2 a.m. on my end, and I still have some stuff that I got to take care of while the puppies are asleep, like Santa.
She's got to play Santa for the puppies.
I have 3 sibling puppies. My smallest one is 4 pounds. Her name is Rita. My middle one is Winston. He looks more like a Toto. And my big one is Remy, Rem Dog. And they're siblings from the same litter. And then I also have a 16-year-old blind Chihuahua, purebred, Zoe. I have 3 cats, an old one that's part Siamese and part Turkish. She's a pit boss. And then I have 2 male coon cats, both at sea spirits. So yeah, and then I have my son coming over with his dog and my other son coming too. So they'll all be here eventually some part of the day. So I'm going to choose 3 cards. So, or I'll let Rob choose. You just tell me what number you want and I'll pick it out of there and we'll choose that number for that card. Pick a number, any number.
7.
Okay, let's see what card 7 is. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we have card number 7. So you might be team 7. Hold on, because we're going to do another one. Can I have some? Oh, Nancy said 17. Good one. Okay, let's see what 17 is. 2.
See, Rich and I picked the same number. Sorry, I ate on camera, guys, but I needed to get something in my system.
So 17. And now I'm going to pick a number.
Oh, this vodka. Whew.
And okay, so if you're team Dahlia, your card says the influx or inflow of abundance, a promising business venture, important documents and contacts. This feels like this is going to be for January 2023, specifically the month of January. Anybody that's looking to build a business or try something like a little niche, like maybe you crochet or needlepoint, you should put it on Facebook Marketplace. You're willing to get money out of it, okay? Now, if you're team Rob, that's number 7. His card is the Page of Air. Challenging information. Delays are over. Delays change to plans, and truth delivered without tact. So this means you're going to have a little bit of an issue with somebody that's got no buffer, that speaks before they think, that
Me. That's me.
That you need to be a little bit more careful with, particularly say dinner today or at luncheon or whatever. Choose the subjects carefully because this person is going to try to offend somebody. I'm just letting you know, dude. And number 17. If you're team Nancy, because Nancy's picked the number 17, this is a damn good card. It's the Empress card. Archangel Gabriel. Now, somebody said that it's a male. I always see Gabrielle as a woman, and she's usually the angel that you call when you want babies or, something has to do with your female anatomy. Lavish abundance, give birth to your dreams, nurture yourself and others. So this means that spread the wealth. So when you get Deo, yeah, didn't work. This means that you're going to share what you have. So when you come into something you want to share, just don't let them bleed you dry, okay? You can be generous without having them tap you dry. Deo, Deo. My mom always said patience is a virtue. Virtue is grace. Grace is a little girl with dirt on her face, and I have a niece named Grace. She's adult, though. Woo! I'm really hallucinating. I saw two of Rob. Woo! That requires a bigger sip. Dude, did you turn on the ghost box? I'm just saying.
I fucked something up. I fucked everything.
So, all in all, I'd say those 3 cards are pretty good. Pretty damn good. Okay. You can find me on the Purple Dahlia, Not Your Average Medium, on Facebook, TikTok, YouTube, and regular Facebook on Live Paranormal. You can find Rob on Live Paranormal on Wednesdays and Saturdays, and you can also find him on YouTube under his own page, The Parawakening, of which you can catch up on any level. Dude, what are you doing? You're so very welcome. Again, we don't get to work together too often, but we're going to make it a habit because when we get together, we really do get insight of a whole different level and in-depth stuff that, like, I don't want to say soul searching, but you just go, whoa, really? It's amazing. I hope all of you have a nice, safe holiday today. Don't eat too much. If you do, just put on the stretchy pants, walk it off. You're so welcome, Amy. Dude, what is it? Good night, Deb. And have a swim in the pool. I'm jealous. Enjoy it. Good night, Julie. Thank you, everybody, for coming to join us on Saturday night's Christmas special with Rob Hernandez and Lisa, myself, the Purple Dahlia. My regular show is usually on Sunday nights at 9 p.m. I don't know if we're going to do it tonight. It's going to depend on what time my guests leave. Okay, if you have any questions, by all means, send them. You can email them to Live Paranormal, or better bet, email them to the Purple Dahlia. That's right, later, peeps.
Bye.